Hey y'all, how is everybody doing? How are you? How are you? What's going on? Listen, we got to get our update in real quick because we do have some of us have a meeting um in about an hour and a half. So we got to get that update in as quickly as possible. I'm going to tell y'all everything I know. I feel like Miss Swan from Mad TV. I tell you everything. I tell you everything. Okay, I tell you everything. She looking like a man. Okay, I tell you everything, but I'm gonna tell you as quick as I can. Y'all hit the like button as you come in, please. As you know, we're streaming live as well on Twitch. Yes, we are. So if you got two devices, two browsers, or two apps, please stream on both, and I sure appreciate it. All right, let me greet everybody. Let's get into this news, cause y'all, it's some stuff went on today. It's some news in this house. It's some news. Y'all just wait till I tell y'all what's going on. Just wait. I'm kind of crunk because like it's some real gossip. Like when I say real gossip, we got to talk about it, child. Listen, they on that stuff, man. Hey, Renee. Thank you for, you know what, Renee be getting here early and welcoming everybody in, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hey, Bianca Edwards, how are you, beautiful? U.S. Army brat in the house, honey. She working and listening. I appreciate it. Kim Bird, how you doing? Delicia Dismuke, how are you? Worship Wednesday. I love it. Worship every day. I like it like that. Okay, Kia Coco Pop, what's happening? Listening, driving back home from the beach. Oh, you've been chilling. You've been over there relaxing and whatnot and getting a tan. I love it. I love it, baby. The sun loves us, don't it? But drive safe. I'm going to try not to clown too hard because you're driving. Hey, that Cali girl. How you doing? My sis, Deandra O'Neill in the house. How you doing, D? How my nephew doing over there? Jackie Gaines. Hey, girl. How you doing? Tyler Nett. Hey, lovely. How's your day going? I'm glad you made it. Who else we got up in here? Hold on, because I don't want to miss nobody. Leslie. Hey, sister. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. Quiet Storm 87. How are you, lovely one? Good to see you. Learning to love myself in the house. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, she is. Who else we got? Nee W. What's going on, Nee? What's going on, Nee? I'm glad to see you. Renee Six in the house. Always happy when you stop by. Lala Chanel, our beauty, our household beauty is here. How are you? Glad to see you. We got Patricia Joaquin all the way from the 813 Tampa, Florida. We got the real RJ. How you doing? Good to see you too. Shanika C in the house. Always a pleasure. She always got some good stuff to add to the conversation. Patricia Robinson, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. Uh-oh, the beautiful, the gorgeous, the stunning Niecy Rose is here. My right arm and my good sis Queen Mermaid is here. All right, she gonna hold us down in Twitch and on YouTube. You better do that, girl. Queen of Hearts KS, how you doing, sis? Latavia is here, y'all. It's the voice. Hello, lovely. Hey, DV, how you doing? Jackie holding us down in Twitch land. I sure appreciate it. Vanessa Comagate, how are you? How are you, BJ Des? Hey, sis. It's so good to see you. We love you. Happy to see you here. Cheryl made it. Hey, Cheryl. How you doing, girl? Morgan's Musings. How you doing? You had surgery on your hand yesterday. Well, I'm glad you're all right today, and I'm sure your hand will heal very soon, or at least we're going to claim that it's going to heal very soon. Okay? My sis Marilyn is here. Hey, sister, I love you. We got LaPriest Faye in the house. How are you? You love Miss Swan? Me too. I tell you everything. I tell you everything. Everything. Okay? She looking like a man. Hey, Bed-Stuy BK, what's happening? You know she was my favorite character on Mad TV, her and Stewart. Sin City, thank you for holding us down in Twitch land. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We got Diamond Girl. Diamond Girl. How you doing? It's good to see you. One Nurse Courtney. Thank you. What a beautiful picture, by the way. Thank you so much for being here. We got Tom G all the way from the UK. You used that tile trick last night. Yep, I knew it would work. I knew it would work. Okay, the weather's more pleasant here today. All right, that's good stuff. But I'm telling you, that towel in the freezer will save a life now. Cena, what's going on, girl? It's good to see you. Oh my gosh, I love y'all so much. I do, I do. My niece holding us down in Twitch land. I appreciate it. And we got God's anointed daughter in the house. Now, y'all know what I'm going to always beg you for because I ain't too proud to beg. I ain't too proud to beg. Anybody that comes in, if I miss them, please don't you miss them. Here, if I miss them, don't you miss them. What I mean by that is, normally, even if I'm talking, if y'all notice, I try to stop and still greet people as they come in. And I'm gonna tell you why I do that. I'm gonna take a minute, even though we ain't got all the time in the world today, but I'm gonna take a minute to explain myself. I make time to do that every time if I can catch it, because it's important to greet people. Let's get in the habit of greeting folks. If you see somebody in the chat, if you ain't seen them before, say welcome. Or if you see them come in the room and I don't get a chance to greet them, please greet them. Don't let people feel like they're somewhere and they're not really wanted or people just tolerating them. Don't do that. Greet people. Be friendly. Be kind. Okay? Do that. Because when you go somewhere, you want people to treat you kind. You want people to greet you. You want to feel welcome. You don't want to feel tolerated. So let's make sure we're extending those same courtesies to everybody else. Okay? That is super, super important to me. So let's all be mindful of how we treat folks, how we greet folks, how we show love, and let's make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. Okay? All right. Now let's get into this thing. Real quick. Y'all see my voice is acting stupid again, but it don't matter. I'm still gonna talk. But gotta get a disclaimer. Anybody with any extremely strong attachments to political parties, beware, beware, beware. This porch is not safe for any of them. We don't care if you red, blue, or purple, independent, Tea Party. We don't care if you was in the Donner Party. Like whatever your situation is. Any of these politicians can get the business. I don't care if they foreign or domestic, Democrat or Republican. We don't care. If they dirty, we talking about it. If they plotting, we telling it. Okay? This is what happens on the porch. So if you can't stand for one side or the other to be talked about, this is your warning. Duck now, because we got to go ahead and tell it. We got to go ahead on and tell it like it is. 30 minutes from the house? Okay, good stuff. Drive safe, though, for real. Keep your hands on the road. Drive safe, drive safe. So, wait, where Nacho Twins mom at? She snuck in. Where she went? You see what I'm saying? How they be sneaking past me? Where Nacho Twins mama? How did I miss her? I couldn't have. Nacho Twins mama, say something in the chat. I didn't even see you. Hey, Sharon Fona. Okay, so let's get into the news. Okay? First things first. I had to laugh because this is always gonna be funny to me. Y'all's uncle, his approval rating done fell again. It fell to 36% this week to tie the lowest rating of his 19 months in the White House as inflation takes its toll on American life. This is according to the IPSOS opinion poll. His lowest ratings have rivaled the lowest ratings of Trump, which is hard to do because ain't nobody like Trump. I don't like that. Nobody likes him. Ain't no point in even saying I don't like him. Very few people like that man. I don't even know if his relatives like him. I think I heard one of his cousins talking trash about him too, in real life, for real, on the TV. So it's hard to do just as bad as somebody that don't nobody like. You would think since America is just naturally racist that he would have a great following, but it didn't work out for either one of them. It didn't work out for it. Okay. So next thing that y'all might want to know before we get into the real meat of the matter, your House of Representatives, they hurried up and pushed something else out, a bill protecting gay marriage rights after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. Again, just like the abortion bill that they put out, it still got to make it through the Senate, which means it's probably got a real slim chance. I mean, slim chance of being passed by the Senate to even think about making it to Biden's desk. So good luck with that. Let's see. Somebody is getting ready to run their mouth on Steve Bannon because you know he on trial for contempt of court because he thought he could do what he wanted to do when them people said you better show up and testify and he didn't want to do it. Well, now Buddy Rowe is on trial for contempt of court. Hey, Egypt. That's right now. That's right. That's right. Time for the FNN news. Them updates and funny papers. You know we coming with it. Ain't no place like the Florida Negro News. But yeah, Steve Bannon ain't looking good. They got a witness in for the prosecution. They finna tell on him. You know, Steve Bannon, he was the one that Trump had that was working for the racist publication. Like he stacked the deck with what did they start calling them people? Oh, what was the word for them? Not despicable. Y'all know the word they had for all them people that work for Trump. But he had a bunch of real disgusting, horrible characters. Deplorables. That's what they started calling them. Y'all ain't even helped me remember. Y'all know my mind bad. But yeah, he stacked the deck with some deplorable human beings. Okay. And so, next thing that I want to bring y'all attention to, because I am in Texas, real quick before we get to the meaty stories. They're talking about Texas, other cities in the central U.S., but I'm interested in Texas, not cities, other states in the central U.S. They're saying that we're expected to shatter all-time records as far as power use, because people done had to turn the air conditioners on, and I am people. I done had to turn the air conditioner on. It's hot as the devil's toenails out here. In the words of Adele Gibbons, it's hotter than the jalapenos coochie out here. It's ridiculously hot. You could cook your eggs and everything on the sidewalk out here. Okay, so people got the air conditioners turned up. Normally, people like myself that wouldn't normally burn the air during the day, you almost don't have a choice but to turn the air on because it's too hot. So they saying we shattering all-time records for power use, but what else can we do? It's a heat wave over here, just like it's a heat wave in China, just like it's a heat wave in Europe and in the rest of the world. Okay? I'm just letting you know. And anyway, let's get into the real meaty stories. Let's get into the meat because it's got meat on it today. Let me tell you, there's no shortage of meat. So y'all want to where I want to go first. I want to tune y'all up, but I want to give more people time to get in here to get some of this. Helene Easley, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. Yeah, I don't try to go nowhere during the day. Like sometimes I can't help it. Certain things I have to do, but if I don't have to, I ain't doing it. Hey, Maybelline, ain't finna do it. You say that's the kind of heat your blood can't handle. I'm telling you, it don't make no sense to be this hot. It's ridiculous. It really is. Now, this is the thing. Let me tell you what your president did. Now, this is supposed to be going to help Brittany Griner. Now, he done signed an executive order that expands available tools to deter parties from hostage taking and wrongful detention of U.S. citizens. Now, some people are saying that it might help Brittany Griner. I don't know how that's going to help her because this ain't no wrongful detention. Miss Thing broke the law. It basically what it says to me is I don't think that y'all finna do nothing to help this girl is what I think this amounts to. You sign an executive order talking about tools to deter people. How does signing a executive order to give tools for a deterrent gonna help something that's already taking place? Deterrent has to do with stopping something before it happens. Okay? Lala, thank you so much for the super sticker. Man, look, y'all been really showing me some love lately. You know, I don't get too much love on the porch because I be telling too much truth and I guess I don't clown enough. So when I get support, I appreciate it so much. Thank you. One Nurse Courtney says they not going to help her. That's what I'm thinking, One Nurse Courtney. I don't think they plan on helping this girl. And she need help. And I feel like they could do more than they doing. I heard they got somebody over here that belongs to Russia. They could have easily said, look here, man, we'll bring her over here. We'll even sign papers agreeing that she'll do her time over here. Okay? And we'll give you your dude back. And that probably would have solved everything. You get what I'm saying? That could have solved everything. But instead of doing that, no, we're not going to do that. it'll be easier if we just go ahead on and we're going to sign an executive order that's going to deter anybody else from being held hostage or wrongful detention. Mind you, still, this ain't wrongful detention. You need to do something to address the situation that this girl is actually in. NW says she going to serve that time in Russia. It's looking that way. It's looking that way. And like, all jokes aside, that's extremely, extremely unfortunate. Okay. Next thing that we need to cover real quick. Wow. The UK, Tom, I heard y'all was really, really in trouble over there. Heard y'all was really in trouble. Because they saying that y'all got record heat. Y'all had record heat on Tuesday. And it is not alone. According to the NOAA, the data says that globally, 188 all-time heat records have been broken so far this year, with more than 50 of those that happened in the last week. Okay? Climate crisis, basically. And the bottom line is, them doing all this stupid stuff, driving up the prices of everything. Y'all too late. You should have been did something. Why would you wait that long? You say, now, Shanitra, Brittany's not a clear person, so they don't care. Was she clear adjacent? Can she get some love for the clear adjacent? I got some compassion because she black adjacent. So why they can't have some compassion because she clear adjacent? Vanessa say, OMG, that's sad. She'll never be the same. Sure wouldn't. How's she going to be the same after being in jail over yonder? Like I say, I feel bad for Brittany on a certain level. However, this could go down as a page of the book of America's Dumbest Criminals. Facts. Whenever you travel overseas, you need to know the laws. Right. Make sure you know the law and what's going to happen if you get caught slipping. Because this right here didn't have to happen. Shanika, you say they ain't going to give her no understanding for being clear adjacent. They should. See, this, let me tell you something real quick before I get into the rest of them heavy stories. Truth of the matter is this, okay? The bottom line is, that's why I have an issue when biracial people are automatically categorized as black. Are y'all seeing it? Like in real life. Hey, Vita from Denver. Are y'all really seeing it? Think about it, right? We have allowed the world to get into this trend of saying you biracial, you black, you biracial, you black. Like you don't even have your other parent, don't even exist. They've been erased. Okay? Now that this girl in trouble, and we helped feed that narrative. Oh, black people, we took part in it. We helped feed that narrative, spouting centuries old slave owners propaganda, human trafficker propaganda, that your blood is some kind of contaminant, that once one drop is there, you've been contaminated. You are now black, as though it's some kind of curse or contamination or infection. And because we've helped them to tout and retout this BS narrative that's not rooted in science, common sense, or logic. Now, this little girl, and I do mean little girl because she a child under me. I don't care how nobody take it. Now, this little girl is all the way across the water in a world of trouble, and they are genuinely only seeing her as black. And that's dangerous because you know what the world think about black folks. This is what I'm trying to tell you. That narrative don't help nobody. It darn sure don't help us. It doesn't help the children who are classified as biracial. It's just not, it's not cool. Y'all seeing the results of it. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Tom G say records across Europe were broken for sure. Lived here for 20 years and never experienced heat like that. Baby, that heat was real over there. I was like, y'all over there, getting down like y'all in Texas and in Florida and Arizona. Vanessa say, my friend came back from Spain and people were dying from the heat. You know them folks up there, they were not built or constructed in tropical climates. Hey, King St. Carl, what's up, nephew? All right, good to see you. Cassie G said, why can't the one drop of white make them white? That's what I'm trying to say. It's not even logical. If one drop of black can make you black, then one drop of white should make you white. But it's literally that whole one drop rule came from propaganda. It came from people who hated you and saw your blood as some kind of dirty contaminant. That was their way of saying that if they could prove that even one drop was there, that you were contaminated, you were not their idea of clear, And so you could not be considered clear because clear was a privilege. They were gatekeeping clearness is what they were doing. LaPree said, I had to train myself to say biracial. Yes, we need to normalize calling things what they are because people will use that same antiquated, ignorant, racist narrative to put people in a corner. Because this young woman is in a corner because everybody's seeing her and all they see is black. And you know that's dangerous. Especially those of us who've been walking around black our whole lives. We know how dangerous that is. Hell, she should be able to use some of the privilege, god darn it. She is adjacent. She should be able to use some of it. It should help her some kind of way. Tom G said, I once told a mixed race person they are, and they shouted at me telling me how I can't tell them who they are. Yeah, but you can't tell me. You should have shouted back and told them, and you can't tell me what I see either. You can feel any way you like. My eyeballs still saw what they saw. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like that was such a dangerous narrative. Most of them don't have AC in Europe. I don't know that. I've never heard that. Never heard that. King St. Carl say the one drop rule was used as a weapon. Exactly. And now we got black folks running around repeating it like it's actual science. And it's really embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. Shanika C say, yes, that's true. Clear people have been doing it since the plantation. Right. And now you got black people doing it to themselves and saying it proudly while walking around grinning. And I want us to, normalize being intelligent. Like, that's all. That's all I'm saying. I might talk ignorant, but I read a book or two. I encourage others to try it. It's a lot of fun. I try not to get on my soapbox, but sometimes, with my folks, I be like, come on, y'all. We got to step up to the learning curve. The rest of the world is looking at us like we some real clowns. Okay, I'm not Ronald McDonald. I'm not Bozo. I'm not Kristen Young. I ain't Sideshow Bob. I'm none of those people. None of them. So this is something that I want to bring up too real quick before we move on. Now, there's an astrophysicist by the name of Piers Corbin. He says that the carbon dioxide levels is not an effect and it ain't causing global warming. He disagrees. I don't know, but he's smarter than me. So I don't know. It's worth looking into. It's worth kind of digging into. Right, Nisa, reading is fundamental. And I'm telling you, it's a whole lot of fun. It's a whole bunch of fun. But yeah, he says he wants to debunk that. He says that's not true. This person got a first-class degree in physics from Imperial College and an MSc, a master's in astrophysics from Queen Mary. So he ain't no dummy. But it's just a theory. I guess everything's a theory. Nothing's really, I won't say nothing, but very few things are concrete and fact. Now, this what he said. I ain't trying to get too cerebral, but this really what the man said now. He said that the CO2 climate emergency story says that the trace gas of CO2 is the main control knob of the weather extremes and climate. That man's CO2, which is 4% of the atmosphere, is a major dangerous factor in this. Okay? He said for this narrative to be true, it would require that man's 4% CO2 controls the rest of the CO2 at 96%. So he's saying in order for that to be true, the 4% that we are responsible for controls the other 96%. And he said CO2 would have to be the main controller of temperature and climate. And he said both of them claims fail against science and are not made any less false by any number of new or old celebrities generating large carbon footprints by attending Save the Planet stunts when they all tell us not to fly, not to eat meat, not to drive cars, not to breathe, etc. Wait a minute. This man a fool. This is what he wrote in his study, y'all. He said it's still false, and it ain't going to be no less false. I don't care how many celebrities that tell you that, why they making large carbon footprints. Why are they telling you that at the Save the Planet stunts? I'm through. So he's smart and ignorant. Okay. Now his first point of contention is that man's CO2 controls the rest of natural CO2, plant growth and decay. I get what he's saying. He say, and then he even mentioned the termite CO2 and methane production, which is significantly more in net supposed greenhouse effect than people. He said, in that case, why we ain't declared war on some goddamn termites or volcanoes? He said this theory is absurd. It's an absurd theory of nature, and there's no evidence for this madness. Do termites increase CO2 production when you ride a bus around your town simply because your CO2 is human produced? Ooh, y'all, I'm gonna quit reading this because this man got a point. Dude got a point now. Dude got a point. Listen, that's why I be trying not to read too much, because sometimes I be reading stuff and I start off not agreeing with them and I be like, wait, but you do have a point though. Lala say, sis, I agree with you 100%. That one drop of black blood rule was created as propaganda to perpetuate the narrative that we were less than, and our people have stupidly adopted the ideology. Yes, that was them saying that you were less than human when you're actually the only humans. But I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Hey, Gaby. Okay. Morgan said AC remains uncommon in many European homes and businesses. About 20% of European homes have AC. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. That's all I'm saying, sis. I haven't read it, so I can't confirm it. Y'all know me. If I read it, then I can say, yep, amen. But if I ain't read that, I can't do it. And I wouldn't want y'all to do that either. Read stuff for yourself. I can't say amen. You might be right. Hey, Lily. How you doing, girl? Yeah, but Buddy got a point. That's all I'm gonna say. Buddy got a point, and I'm gonna leave that alone because he done shook me. He done shook me. Original and only. But I'm gonna leave that be. But y'all, that's food for thought. What's his name? Pierce Corbin say they lying to y'all, and I mean, god dang, he made a real good point. Trying to stay cool in the A. Good luck with that. I heard it's hot over there. So good luck staying cool, sis. So now let's talk about Mr. Josep Borrell. Now he's supposed to be the head of the European Union. Now this fella said that they admitting they knew them sanctions wasn't finna work. They said that they were never meant to stop Russian aggression. That they actually just wanted to crush the Russian economy. But according to Mari Povich, if you let Mari tell it, according to the test, that was proven to be a lie because that ain't work. Okay. And now he's telling the people that, we can't afford sanction fatigue. They can't afford to be fatigued. When you trying to starve them out of house and home, you alive, they can't afford to be fatigued. Then he said, that they was trying to crush the economy. I got that part. Anyway, like I said, it ain't working. Russia's still making deals. Hey, Dora. Not only are they still making deals, y'all, they making deals with all the other people that the U.S. and the EU thought that they clear supremacy was going to muscle up on. At the end of the day, them Russians, their skin is clear. Now, why their skin is clear, them people is not regular clear. They something different. There's something strange about them folks. Now, I ain't dissing nobody. Anybody Russian listening, I don't want no smoke. Don't come over here with no stuff because it's going to be a real Florida response. But I'm just saying, them people is a little different. And them clear people in Europe know they different. That's why they treat them people like that. Okay? Now, you got them because they really in Asia, them Asian people. They done linked up with China. They linking up with Iran. They getting their own league of super friends over there. So, and India, don't forget India. India trading with them too. So you got to look at these people they just flip-flop. They just transition from doing business with the West to doing business solely with the East. And from what I'm hearing and being able to read and confirm from people who actually live in the Russia, these people saying that the gas prices are fine. They say the price of food went up a little bit and then it kind of came back down. So it's still a little bit more than they had been spending, but not much. They say the McDonald's is back open. Ain't that something? Let me tell y'all what they did with the McDonald's. They didn't even really close the McDonald's. They put up temporary close signs. And then the people who owned it, the McDonald's, and I know I said owned it. I know I said it. I meant to. The people that owned it, the McDonald's, they literally sold the businesses and sold the licensing to actual Russians. So they right back open. Right back open. Them people ain't lost nothing. Meanwhile, we over here, literally people is doing afterpay to get a tank of gas. I want y'all to really put this in perspective. Our government screwed us, claiming they was trying to hurt somebody else, but I beg to doggone differ. I beg to differ. But anyway, then on top of that, now you know that girl Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi be talking. Tulsi be talking. She a Democrat too, but Tulsi be talking. Hold on, Lily. What you say? You say you learning that Florida talk? That's our. Listen, Lily, learn it. It's slick, girl. It's slick. You see what it got Carisha? It got Carisha a whole lot of money. So learn it. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. You say, don't worry. You talking right, sis. Thank you. Hey, Vet. How's the weather over there in Birmingham? Because you in Birmingham. How's the weather over there? So listen, y'all. Tulsi Gabbard was already talking. She already said, this mess ain't working. And they know it ain't working. She said it's way back. They be mad with Tulsi, but Tulsi one of y'all. She's a whole Democrat. Okay, now you had Camel Toe Harris try to come out and mock the lady for talking. And I'm trying to figure out how the hell you trying to mock somebody and you can barely talk or answer questions. People ask you questions, you answering stuff they ain't asked. You having all these awkward silences and giggling and cackling at press conferences because you don't know what to say. And you got the nerve to be mocking somebody that's well-spoken. I ain't even going to say everything else I'm thinking because y'all will be done got mad at me. I'll be done got canceled too. I don't know how you cancel somebody that wasn't ever subscribed, but I mean, they'll be done cancel me too if I say what I'm really thinking and why she should really be embarrassed. And then, the whole thing that they pull with the Russian oil, we going to shut it off. We got a 10-step plan and we going to transition away from them in 10 years. And them people went and shut off the Nord Stream 1 and was like, we can transition you right now. You ain't even got to worry about it. Okay? Now, and before I move on, the ruble is still doing much better than it was doing before February and better than it's done since the Cold War. So you see what I'm saying? Like you literally gave these people an economic boost that ain't nobody asked you for. But they sure took it. It's cooler today. That must have been them prayers. Must have been them prayers. Now, what I heard somebody say, and I tend to agree. I tend to agree now. Nick say, I'm with you. We got screwed with no KY. Thank you. Where is Ice Cube when you need him? No Vaseline. Because that's what we got. Lala say Camel Toe has nerve at this point. She's a marionette puppet. A bad one with terrible hair and bad skin. Yes, she is. But listen, somebody made a point. And I got to echo this point because I truly, truly agree. I feel like this is what happens when you don't have your ducks in a row, but you don't put all your eggs in one basket. I feel like the West, meaning the EU, the U, and the US and Canada, all of the clowns, the whole clown college, I feel like they put all their eggs in one basket and the ducks were not in a row. Okay? Because someone made the point that we're seeing the decline of the Western hegemony. And I'm sorry, but I gotta agree. Y'all. We're seeing it. They have literally had this hegemony for easily, I want to say maybe the last 60 years. Easily. Like before that, it was questionable. Maybe it was up for debate. But easily the last 60 years or so, they have held that hegemony. The U.S. had the petrodollar. American money was the main form of currency used for transaction across the world internationally. It was like, what was the word for it? Oh, Lord, my mind's so bad. But y'all know what I'm saying. It was the main currency that was accepted everywhere and was considered the petrodollar. They literally had an alliance that if you didn't go along with them, they could sanction you into poverty. They could sanction you into all kind of trouble, economic collapse. They could send their CIA to top of your government, put in puppet leaders that was just going to tout their agendas all across the globe. And I believe that we are truly seeing the decline of the Western hegemony. I think we are. Mind you, they didn't have no right to have that hegemony in the first place. The only thing that gave them the audacity was their clearness. Their clearness gave them all the audacity. And now we're seeing the decline because it looks like their hubris has gotten the best of them. That's all I'm saying. So now let's talk about y'all friend Barnacle Boy, Bicycle Boy, Hot Wheels, okay, Helmet Hell, whatever you want to call him. Let's talk about him. So not only is his approval rating down as usual, like he's always down bad. Why is y'all's president out here bragging about them gas prices coming down a couple of pennies? Who told him to do that? Did any of y'all ask him to do that? Anybody? Because I wouldn't talk to him. Hey, cool gamer. I wouldn't speak to Brandon if he was on life support and asked for a prayer. Like, that's one person I don't even think I'd pray for. Right, wrong, indifferent, it is what it is. So they bragging. Yeah, it's still high. But he wants credit, Lily. He wants us to be grateful because it came down a couple of pennies. Hey, Shay. So far, so good, baby. So far, so good. He want us to be grateful for them few pennies and got his folks out there talking about we need to give him credit for that. And we need to be thankful to him for that. Mind you, the reporters is even going in at this point, the ones that's at the press conferences, because they like, how the hell are you telling us to thank him because the price went down a little bit? Didn't y'all just tell us that the prices ain't got nothing to do with him, even though it got everything to do with him? So if the prices ain't got nothing to do with him, how the hell you want us to tell him thank you? I'm just saying. You say, where's that George Bush shoe when you need it? I know that's right. And we know Brandon can't dodge no shoe. We call him Hot Wheels too, Maybelline. And I'm doing it intentional because I had somebody get in my replay to tell me what I can't call him. So not every day I'm going to call him that. Lala say, sis, if you think about it, doesn't Hot Wheels remind you of Montgomery Burns, that character in The Simpsons? Yep. I'm just waiting for him to say excellent because he's changing lives. Oh, yeah. That's the part. He say he changing lives, baby. He better take his bike and go to the moon like E.T. Phone home. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a whole 5 pennies. A whole 5 pennies, Shanika. Him and his administration is telling us that we supposed to be grateful. Because Master Biden done dropped the gas 5 pennies. He done got it to go down 5 pennies. Yes, him did. Yes, him did. Oh, yes. Hey, Lel. You say he can't even dodge his own foot from falling off a bike. You better say it. Yeah, that shoe might take him out. Matter of fact, somebody loan somebody a shoe. Anybody. Now, let me tell you why this was funny. Not only was it funny because you said you ain't got nothing to do with gas. Now you want credit because it came down 5 pennies. Hey, Angie. Lord, she said, kiss what I twist, and I don't mean my wrist. Smokey Joe, you better tell him, girl. DT, hey, boo. Oh, I'm happy for you, and I hope you are peaceful and enjoying yourself and just taking a minute to reflect. That's what I hope for you. But listen, let me tell y'all why else is funny. So y'all know they've been stealing, right? Well, I know y'all know they've been stealing because, I mean, what else is new? They always stealing. But guess what else, girl? Guess what else, y'all? I'm not talking about girl. I'm so used to gossiping. And this is gossip, but it's real because it really went down. Hey, Miss Sparkle, now this happened over the weekend. Guess what they stole over the weekend? Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this. Yeah, I want y'all to guess what they stole in the chat. Give me some guesses in the chat. I ain't joking. Because see, y'all might go somewhere else and they might give you something that sound like news, but they ain't going to give it to you like Nitra give it to you, baby. They can never do it like Nitra do it. Let me tell y'all what they stole, but I want y'all to guess first. I need y'all to guess first. I need guesses. Guess what them clip people stole over the weekend? All right, kid, you to the house? Okay. If I don't get at least 3 guesses, I ain't telling. He say Dennis mama's wig. Close. Nisi, I'm sorry, this Lily. Lily say money. Not this time. I'm sure they stole some of that too. But that ain't what this story about, but that's getting good. Bitcoin, that's a good guess too. Let me tell you what they done stole. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Y'all gonna say I'm lying. Y'all gonna call me a lie and leave the live when I tell y'all what they done stole. Baby, y'all president and them done stole oil from Syria. I know y'all think I'm lying, but I ain't lying. They stole them people oil. Let me tell y'all what they did. Hey, they stole oil from Syria. So they got 2,000 U.S. troops over there in Syria on them people land like they always doing and wonder why they got so many goddamn enemies. That's why this is kind of bittersweet to me, all the crap they going through. At the end of the day, we got all these enemies because these clear people in charge and they black lapdogs are always doing something trifling and dirty to somebody. So they over there in Syria, they got 2,000 troops on the ground. Get this, guarding the oil fields. Who the hell asked you to come guard them people's stuff for them? But get this is the real punchline. Oh, Nitra got it for you. They supposedly guarding the oil in Syria, but they not letting Syrian people have any access to their own oil. That ain't all. Hey, sweet beloved. Thank you, sis. Oh, but that ain't all. That ain't all. So over the weekend, they was caught with semi-trucks, one after the other, leaving from the oil fields, stealing what? The same oil that they claim they guarding for Syria. Ain't nobody asked you to guard nothing. Y'all over there stealing. You're thieving. You over there thieving. Stealing the people's oil. You put troops over there so they couldn't stop you from stealing their stuff. This is a goddamn home invasion. Let me find out y'all the one broke in Marlowe house. This was a home invasion. Y'all kicked in them people door and stole their oil. That's what you did. Tell them one nurse Courtney, scratch a lie, find a thief. Over there stealing. I'm so sick of y'all's government. I'm tired of them now. I done had enough of their foolishness. Stealing. Home invasion. Lala say that's like a thief guarding your furniture so they can steal it. Oh, this was way crackish. Let me find out y'all good friend, Uncle Biden, Master Biden, bicycle boy, Hellman Hell, is smoking the same crack that his son was smoking. Let me find out. Because this was crackish as hell. Thank you. Yeah, I think they might be the one, because we're going to talk about that in the funny papers, but yeah, they might be the ones what did that. Kicked in there, because this showing up a home invasion. If I ever seen a home invasion, this is a home invasion. Stolen people's stuff. Yeah, Tom G, this was over the weekend. Daylight robbery. I like that. Daylight robbery. Didn't even come in like thieves in the night. Couldn't even go in the cover of darkness. Just stealing. Mind you, we still sitting on oil that you refuse to drill for. And furthermore, ain't gonna drill for it because the WEF, i.e. Klaus Schwab, told you not to, because they got their agenda. They want to make sure all the wealth is transferred away from poor folks. Right. Guarded it just like they guarded this. You right. Lala say Hot Wheels probably hit rock bottom before nasty hunting is probably in the bloodline. Sometime it skip a generation, sometime it don't. Good point. Jack can say the puppets and the puppet master of the world on the world stage. What a travesty. Oh yeah. Using our U.S. troops to steal. Dang on shame. They've been using them to steal. They did it over there in Iraq after they murdered Saddam Hussein, because that was a murder too. That was a murder too. Period, point blank. We ain't had no business over there. Always talking about you spreading democracy. You sure spreading something. But they think we stupid over there stealing. Over there stealing. And every time he get caught out there, come trotting out John Pierre, the new press secretary. They moved Jen Psaki. They probably figured we'll put this cute little black lady out here and everybody will be ashamed to call her out on the lies and bull crap because she black. They gonna be scared of what we gonna say. I ain't scared worth a darn because ain't nobody told that heifer to take that job. I wouldn't have done it. And every time she up there lying and talking stupid, I'm a clown her. Because she looked dumb trying to defend that crap that y'all friend, y'all uncle be doing. Thank you, Diamond Girl. I appreciate it. Bianca said he's going to make them people come over here and start drilling to get their oil back. If they do, can you blame them? Can we blame them, though? You literally went over there and stole them people's stuff and took the troops to do it. But no, that ain't all. Y'all would think that that's all I got to tell you. I got something else to tell you. Let's give them something to talk about. Can we talk about a plane crash? No, really, can we talk about a plane crash? I feel like I want to talk about a plane crash. Because this one here was mighty interesting, y'all. It was mighty interesting. Oh, it was so interesting. So, there was a plane that crashed. Just a couple days back in Greece. Why do we care about a plane crashing in Greece? Nitra, you know ain't that many black people in Greece. Why are you worrying about what happened in Greece? I'm so glad you asked, because I'm sure gonna tell you. Well, apparently, the plane that crashed in Greece was a Ukrainian cargo plane. Well, now, Nitra, what's the big deal about that? Them people allowed to fly. Well, yeah, they allowed to fly. But this particular plane, was leaving Serbia. Okay. Ukrainian cargo plane was leaving Serbia, heading to Bangladesh. I had to go back and relook. You know, I saw the footage of the plane coming down. It was on fire before it reached the ground. Like, how the hell did it catch fire? What the hell went on? Okay. It caught fire before it hit the ground. So dig this. On its way to Bangladesh, and it was supposed to do a stopover in Amman, meaning Jordan, over there in Jordan, and in Saudi, doggone Arabia. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Ain't none of that to Ukraine. But guess what was on the plane, y'all? They said it was weapons on the plane. Mortars and whatnot. What on earth was weapons? What was the Ukrainian cargo plane? I'm trying to put this together. You know, maybe I'm having, if it ain't all the timers, maybe I'm having half the timers. What was a Ukrainian cargo plane full of weapons doing first in Serbia, and then to be heading to Amman, Jordan, over to Saudi Arabia? I can't even pronounce that city. I ain't even finna try to play myself with that language. And on the way to Bangladesh. Yeah, there go the sale. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So you mean to tell me U.S. weapons go to Ukraine, who end up in Serbia, to stop off in Jordan and Saudi Arabia on their way to Bangladesh? What they got to do with y'all sending weapons over yonder way to help him fight in the Vlad versus Vlad pay-per-view? Well, how that happen? Thanks, U.S. taxpayers, for making U.S. money. There you go. Something done went on. Black market weapons, you better say it. Right. Oh, yeah. It's going on. It's going down as we speak, baby. That's what was on the plane that went down in Greece. But there's more to the story, and I ain't gonna let you down. So after it crashed, honey, the weapons plane from Ukraine that was leaving Serbia, heading to Bangladesh with 2 stop-offs in Jordan and Saudi Arabia. When it went down, honey, the rescue workers went in. They went in and they found a white substance was everywhere. I say a white substance was everywhere. So you know my mind, I'm like, is this going to be some chemical warfare? Is this germ warfare? Did these people just release some anthrax? What was it? But they say all the rescue workers were saying that their lips was numb and stuff was burning them. And I say, wait a minute, white substance that made your lips numb, and they was talking about it was burning them. What the hell? It had to be either a bioweapon or that cocaine. You know, like what the hell going on? Y'all had clean over there in the plane? What was happening? Now, they claim they tested it and there wasn't no biological material or hazardous waste that was material that was hazardous to the public. I laughed out loud at that because I can't trust y'all. By then, y'all done swept in and told them what they bet not say. Quiet Storm, you better do it. Baking soda. I got baking soda. Yes, honey. They over there whipping and flipping. They whipping and flipping. Look like it could be that too. But then when they said it made their lips numb, I'm like, Scarface, anyone? Scarface, anyone? You want to play rough? Because what y'all doing with the white substance everywhere? So get this. Hold on. There's more. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, I'm trying to make the connection to Serbia. What's going on in Serbia? So guess who's in Serbia? This thing took me down a whole rabbit hole. Right. They in love with the cocoa. So what's going on in Serbia? It's a big fella, and I do mean a big fella. He kind of pot-bellied like overweight Joseph, you know, the rapper, if you can call him that. His name is Slobodan Tesic. I want y'all to remember that name. Put a pin in it. Slobodan Tesic. I said, okay, so this name coming up, Slobodan Tesic. What is the deal with Slobodan Tesic? So I'm like, well, who you? I ain't never heard of no Slobodan. What a name, right? Well, turns out, y'all, Slobodan Tesic is the biggest arm dealer in the Balkans. Oh, he's a bad man. He the plug. He the plug. He the blick plug. Any type of firearms, weapons, all that stuff. He is the arms plug in the Balkans. And he on the U.S. sanction list. So you like, oh, dang, they got Slobodan on the sanction list. Ain't nobody supposed to be doing business with Slobodan. Yet we got a Ukrainian cargo plane filled with weapons leaving Serbia. Where Slobodan at? Who is the biggest arms dealer in the Balkans? Are y'all starting to connect the dots? I hope so. I hope y'all connecting the dots. Yeah, Nurse Courtney, he the plug. He the plug, girl. Slobodan is the goddamn plug. Slow is the plug. So get this. Sanctions. Ain't nobody supposed to be doing business with them. And I say, is this a roundabout way of doing business with Slobodan? So when you dig a little deeper down the rabbit hole, come to find out, we've been doing business with Slobodan, even after the sanctions. Think I'm lying? Let me tell you. Now, according to, and you can check this stuff, because I don't do no front. I don't do no capping. Okay? If you go check the U.S. Department, the U.S. Treasury Department, they got him listed as sanctioned. But exactly 2 weeks after they listed him as sanctions, Slobodan started a new LLC called Valir DOO. And they know it's him. They know he the one owns Valir DOO. And they've been trading with him the whole time. In 2021 and 2022. So last year and this year, the U.S. done already bought 249 tons of Serbian weapons. U.S. companies, and one in particular, has been allowed, with the government knowing about it now, buying 249 tons of Serbian weapons into this country last year and this year. And that's according to U.S. import data. So we got the import data. We know what time it is. We know what happened. Y'all keeping records of it. And it's records of exactly what was bought and who bought it. And in 2020, he made 15.5 million annual revenue ever since he changed up the LLC to Valir DOO. Okay? Now, it's a company over here, and I don't know if y'all ever heard about them. They call Nemo Arms, Inc. Now, they one of the big arms dealers here. Nemo bought 140 tons of ammo from Slobodan, from Slow, last year in 2021. Y'all seeing how this thing going? They crooked as hell. These people is crooked as hell. This don't make no sense to me because I had to draw it out on paper. Hey, Phyllis, I had to draw it out on paper and draw a straight line, baby. So it was U.S. weapons, Ukrainian plane in Serbia, in Niš, Serbia. I think you pronounce that Niš. Supposed to stop off in Jordan, stop off in Saudi Arabia, on their way to Bangladesh with the cocoa inside, with a white powder inside that's making everybody's lips numb. Y'all, how the hell all this happened? And we sitting up in here worried about what's going on RHOA. Now, y'all know I watch TV much as everybody else, but we need to be watching Slow. Yeah, we're going to call him Slow. Slow, what they call him. Jackie say, those are all them weapons they said they didn't know where they were. Right, they didn't know where they were because they done sold them to Slow or traded with him. You say all that extra gas money we paying is funding all this here. Oh, yeah. I told you. Didn't I tell you, King Sankara? I told you I was bringing the dirt. I told you Nitra was bringing the dirt today. Oh, yes, the dirt on your government. I'm going to tell all of it. Me going to tell it. Think I'm going to keep my mouth shut? I promise you I won't. I promise you I won't. We going to tell it all. I still want some clarification on if this was heroin, y'all know it as heroin, or whether this was the coca, whether this was clean. Okay, I want to know which drug it was. And what the hell was on that plane that was putting burns all over them people's skin? I want to know what that was. An entire criminal organization. Organized crime. And they over here trying to hit people with the RICO. Can we hit them with the RICO? Can we hit them with the RICO? Asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. I told y'all I had some dirt for you. I told you I had dirt for you. Now here's some more. They trying to put us in World War III, sure enough. So according to Ukrainian military intelligence, they say that them Hirams, I think that's how you say it. I don't want to say it wrong. HIMARS, them HIMARS, the high mobility artillery rocket systems, that they gonna use the HIMARS to strike Crimea and telling people to run. They telling all the Americans is over there to run. The people that's over there, they say y'all just need to run. Just go somewhere. They don't even know where the people gonna go. The roadways ain't even clear for them people to travel. You know, Russia being pretty cool. They doing fast track passports for people. Like if you need to run over there, they'll fast track you something. You know. But they claiming they gonna bomb Crimea. They talking trash, baby. They say not just Crimea, they gonna bomb the Russian fleet out there in the Black Sea. They finna come on with the come on. And meanwhile, while they talking all this stuff, this is the chief intelligence directorate at the, over their military. I ain't finna say all them long titles to say nothing. Now his name is Vaden. Is it Skip Bitsky? I can't pronounce some people's names. I'm sorry, y'all. But he the one talking this stuff. Because he said that Crimea is over there. They're a hub for weapons and equipment from Russia. and that the Black Sea Fleet is the one tearing they behind up, and he want to hit them both. Now, mind you, this is one of the points of contention. This is what caused a lot of the mess. Because just last year, Zelensky and them sent drones to attack Crimea. Now that's supposed to be, one of your territories. It's an outlying territory. They want to be independent. They ain't bothering you. But you attacked them people with drones last year. And you couldn't blame that on Putin. You couldn't. Meanwhile, Russian official Dmitry Medvedev, Medvedev, I mess up a name. He used to be the president. He's saying that this finna be a doomsday situation. If y'all turn around, you say call him Seabiscuit. Okay, I like it. Vaden Seabiscuit from over there in Ukraine. I love it. So Medvedev was like, this finna be a doomsday situation. If y'all pull a stunt like that, it's gonna be quick, tough, and immediate. I don't like the way that sounds, because them Russians don't be bluffing. They don't be bluffing, y'all. They real tough with it. They tough talking Tony, but they go ahead and do what they say they're gonna do. Now, I don't know. This don't sound good. First of all, them Crimean people don't want nothing to do with Ukraine. They want to get the hell away from you. You keep bombing them and attacking them, just like Donbass. But America is trying to help them to wrangle these people in so they can keep abusing them. The same America that was accusing them of human rights violations just last year and the year before. But that's neither here nor there. Meanwhile, they're saying they're going to use the HIMARS to do this. But let me tell you how else your money is being wasted. We sending them HIMARS, and them things don't cost 50 cents. They're expensive. Every time Russia see one, they bomb it. Ukraine tried to lie and say, no, they didn't bomb it. That got debunked. They did bomb it. They say every time they see one, they're going to bomb it. And we losing money left and right. All the weapons that they don't sell, the slow is getting bombed up over there. And then they also bombed, they said, a Western arms meeting, and they was talking about they bombed civilians. Turns out it wasn't no civilians. It was a bunch of arms leaders. So I don't know. My name Bennett. I wish I wasn't in it, but this is what's happening. Okay? So now remember yesterday I told y'all excuse me, I'm eating a grapefruit because I ain't getting no breakfast this morning. I don't like breakfast, but I'm eating me a grapefruit. So if y'all hear me every now and then, that's what's going on. Now, remember I told y'all that Putin went ahead and shut off the Nord Stream and ain't turning it back on. He used the force majeure as his reason for doing it. So, I couldn't leave it alone. I'm like, okay, you got a lot of nerve using the force majeure when this ain't no natural disaster. This ain't nothing you couldn't avoid it. You shut it off on your own. Putin, how you going to use a force majeure? Well, guess why he did it? Because they was already playing dirty. I knew I would get to it. Child, y'all, come to find out, the EU was dumb enough to tell this man, to tell Gazprom, because, Gazprom is the oil company. Hey, Kenya 330. Gazprom is the oil company. However, Gazprom is state-run, meaning the government run Gazprom. So they was dumb enough, basically, to tell Putin to his face, we capping the price, and we only going to pay you X amount for it, and we not going to pay you using your currency, and this what we going to do, and you going to let us do it, and you can't do nothing about it. Y'all know I'm paraphrasing, because they ain't got enough soul to say it quite like that. But that's what they told the man. We finna cap the prices. We not paying you what you charging for it. We going to pay you what we want to pay you for it, and we going to pay you how we want to pay you. We going to pay you in food stamps, and you going to take it. And he said, is that right? Force majeure. You ain't getting nothing. So that's how they ended up in this situation. And once again, it's the German citizens that's catching hell. Because y'all dumb enough to be telling this man crazy stuff and then saying, fix me a takeout plate. How, Sway? How? Like at this point, are y'all trying to do this on purpose? Is this what y'all discussed over there in Davos at the WEF? Did Klaus tell y'all to just do dumb stuff to put your citizens in the worst disadvantage of their lives so that all their money is gone and everybody is returned to slavery? Is that what Klaus told y'all to do? Because ain't no way y'all this stupid in real life. You can't be. You just can't be. But this is what they did. Now, them people over there got the, they can't run the hot water. They can't cook after a certain time. Now they over there dimming street lights and stuff. Hell, all the lights. But how are you supposed to drive down the street and y'all dimming the street lights? Dimming the street lights? So do that mean traffic accidents about to go up too? Y'all, this is a mess. This is a mess. But you know, I gotta tell what happened, and that's just what it is. Now I'm gonna stop the news right there, because if I keep going, it's just gonna get worse and worse, and we'll never get done. We'll never make it to the funny papers, and we got to make it to the funny papers. We do, because there's some stuff going on there too. So let's get into it. Now, the lady whose children were terrorized by the Sesame Street people, she got her a lawyer. I told y'all about that yesterday. Say they love poking the bear. What in the Anne Frank is going on? Yeah, I guess all of them finna be in the attic in a minute. Ain't it some foolishness? Pure foolishness. I ain't never understood, like, what would possess you? That's like cutting your baby daddy ties and then asking him to loan you $20 to get your hair done. Like, I don't understand how that works. I don't understand. I'm confused. As my daughter like to say, I am confusion. I am truly confusion. I don't get it. Maybe I'm not smart enough to understand what they're doing. It's possible. It's possible that I'm just not smart enough to understand it. After all, I'm not the world's smartest girl. I can only tell you what's going on and who did it. I can't tell you why they did it. So let me tell you. Let me see if I can find this one for you, y'all, because the lawyer is talking and they giving them people ultimatums. So let's see. Let's see what they got to say. I'm going to share the screen and let y'all hear it. Lord, Linda Ford. Child, where you been? You home to watch? Well, I'm so glad you popped in, Linda. We ain't seen you in so long. I thought you had done fell off the map, girl. LEL say, I'm glad she got a lawyer. They don't need to take that lightly. Too many videos keep proving how in the wrong they were. Child, apparently it's even more that we don't know. So let me share the screen and let me let y'all see this. You know, I like somebody to see the stuff other than me. So this is what we about to do. Because I want y'all to hear what this lawyer is saying.
Some explanation that, the performer didn't see these two young girls, which one of them is in isolation today from the harm that has been caused by this company. The second thing that we're requesting is for the immediate termination of that performer. The third thing that we're going to request is we're going to demand that they take care of any type of health care or mental care expenses that these children have realized. Mental illness is real. We deal with these issues all across the country. It only takes one episode sometimes to have a dire consequence. So we want to recognize that and make sure that they're taken care of in that regard. The next thing is that, again, as we go back to the first apology, I will tell you right now that we have information that we possess. We're going to give this company, they got less than 12 hours to come out with information with a very genuine and authentic apology, or we're going to put out evidence showing exactly what took place in addition to the video that you've already seen. We don't want some explanation that,
Did y'all hear that? No, for real. Did y'all hear that? He said that they need an apology that's actually a real apology, and that them people got less than 12 hours before they put out the rest of the information they got, showing exactly what happened beyond what we saw on the video. So now, y'all, I'm bringing it to you. What y'all think is on that other video? What do y'all think is on the other video? I'm just saying. I'm curious. You caught that? Yeah, I'm just like, whoa, what else they got? Y'all, Phyllis say he was wrong for that as a lawyer, but it sure sounded right to me. Very interesting. Right. Not yeah, full refund too, but they talking about you gonna have to pay for the site care and everything. That more damaging evidence. Ain't no telling, but I'm interested, honey. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. Say, wow, I didn't think that footage could get worse. Well, apparently it's worse. You think it's some inappropriate touching? They better not put their dirty hands on them little babies. They better not put their dirty hands on those little black babies. Hell, we done already had to deal with Aura Kelly. We ain't finna tolerate no more of that. No more of that. Say, I don't know, but inquiring minds want to know. I know I do. Phyllis says she got a lawyer to bully that corporation. I just don't see how she will win this in court. Well, I sure hope she do win it in court because I feel like she got every right. I don't know if she bullying them or standing up for the rights of her children. Because that's how I see it. I don't see no bullying. I felt like the bully was them grown people in costumes ignoring and shoving children down. That's who I thought were the bullies. Kids say he sounded all the way right to me. Them babies is traumatized. They were. You could see it on their face. Say, I want to see the rest. I hope they don't respond. Girl, me too. I hope they stay quiet like the dummies they are. Because he said they got less than 12 hours. Girl, Leslie, they might have audio. Phyllis is black, I believe. Kid, I don't think that's it. She just got a different opinion. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was confused by that too, but if that's how she feel, maybe. I just don't see. The only bullies I saw were the ones in costumes. Those were the ones I saw. The ones in costumes pushing kids down and ignoring them and stuff when their mama paid good money. Lala said at this point it's open season. They drew blood first. They sure did. And I like the way he moving. I like the way the man moved. He said at this point, you got less than 12 hours. Now let me see how many hours ago that was. Hold on. Say, why didn't she show what happened after the character walked past her children? Because if that's what, say more. We don't know what else she finna show because they got more information. And apparently, if Sesame Place don't respond within the time period set aside by that good lawyer, we gonna see what else she got because she got some more. Kids say, or does she not feel that children should be protected and respected? Maybe she don't. Everybody don't have the same opinion. When it come to me, children come first. Right, King St. Cara, show couldn't have been your Brielle because I know you'd have cut up and your mama would have too. And at the end of the day, this is my opinion when it come down to it. I feel like that mother should be able to do everything that she can legally do. I don't care if people feel like, oh, it's too far, it's mean. I don't care. You do not do that to little black children and think that you're going to have a wonderful day because you will not. And the fact that he said he want the immediate termination of Rosita, and I know that ain't her real name, the person who was in that costume, hell, we don't even know if it was a woman in that costume, to be honest. You never know whether it's male, female, or whatever. But whoever was playing Rosita, they said they want Rosita fired, y'all. Rosita, girl, I don't think you finna have your job long. Now, here's the killer part. They could have fired Rosita that day and could have avoided all this. But the fact that we saw all them videos, that lets us know that they don't value black children and it don't matter what you do to a black kid, you can keep your job. But I bet they wish they didn't take that decision this time. Yeah, I thought so. Phyllis says, I'm a black woman with children. I thought so. I've been in Sesame Place for years with all three of my children. I'm pregnant now and I'll be back again. I'm sure you will. I believe you. I have no doubt that you'll go back. But I sure hope the rest of us never go back. I hope we give them hell. I hope we boycott everything they got. I hope we don't buy another Sesame Street, nothing. I hope every time we see it, it turns our stomachs like we ate 40-day-old chitlins. Yeah, she need to be fired. And the person who didn't get the manager need to be fired, and the manager need to be fired. Hell, everybody was on shift that day need to be fired. Phyllis say the parade is at the end of the day and the characters walk around the park all day long. The park is not that big and you will run into the same character several times. That has nothing to do with what they did to those little black babies. And I don't care nothing about that. If you didn't want to walk around the park all day long, you probably shouldn't have got a job to put on a hot costume and walk around the park all day long. That's all I'm saying. All right. Yeah. I can't tell nobody what to do with their children. I can just tell my black folks that I urge you not to get them clear people not another dime of your money in an effort to be one of the good black folks that don't have a problem with you abusing us. Linda say, right, I fight for my kids, legal or not. Exactly. I fight for all kids. They innocent. Yeah, them children is innocent. The babies is innocent, honey. Ain't no way. But I loved it. I say, I guess we're going to find out if Sesame Place don't respond with a proper apology. Because that crap they pulled yesterday, definitely not an apology. One nurse, Courtney, said, if you want to go be our guest, ma'am, they won't see my kids. Hell no. Hey, LJ Forever. LJ say to Rosita Muppet, you about to lose your job. I give less than half a darn about how tired the Muppet was at the end of the day. Get another job. Even worse if the person in the costume is black. I don't care. At the end of the day, if you're a black person in skin tone only and you have a natural disdain against other black people, you still need to lose your job. Period. Hey, Lita. That's the part that wore me out. Like, child, how many drugs did you use? They've been doing this so long. This is what gets people in trouble. What gets them in trouble is they start believing that once you get away with something, you can do it forever. You just can't. I understand somebody let you get away with it, and really they set you up. They set you up because you've been doing it. And my thing is, if you so tired, how you still manage to speak to them uncolored children? How did you manage to do that? Kids say it don't matter if they white, black, blue, or polka dot. Wrong is wrong. Stop moving the goalposts. Right. At the end of the day, there's no excuse for it. I understand her viewpoint, but it ain't no excuse for that. Right. That apology was a reused template. It was like a form letter. Remember back in the day, the companies would just send you a form letter. They would, and that's what this was, a form letter. Wait a minute. Okay. Hold on. Okay, you back? You know, I be trying to catch y'all comments. Yeah, she can row her boat downstream, huh? Yeah, the form letters. You remember the form letters? They would just sign a name at the bottom and send it out. They didn't even read those canned responses. It was a canned response. At the end of the day, you did it. Now she got a lawyer, and I hope they give them hell. Like, I'm enjoying it so far. Because they're saying the one girl is already having to get help because of how she was treated. And I believe it. One thing about it, racism is traumatic. Racism is traumatic. And we need to normalize calling it out. And when it happens, get your child the appropriate help so that they don't end up being damaged and damaging other people once they're grown. Okay. And also so that they can be healthy and not, deal with the trauma that a lot of us grew up with. Phyllis says the food is worse than this action, which is worse. Yeah, that's terrible. But who's saying anything about that? I mean, because the food is not the issue. If the food is bad, don't eat their food. And just like if the service is bad, black people shouldn't go back. I bet you ate it and was happy. No, I didn't. This is not as bad as black people are making it out to be. Well, bless your heart, sugar. We don't agree. And I'm going to keep promoting boycott Sesame Street, Sesame Place, and Sesame Seeds. Right. I do. It's on the screen. It's coming up. It's $ Shanitra Locker. That's the one for the channel. I sure do. Matter of fact, there you go right there, Talanet, on the screen, sliding by, next to the email. Candy, I say truth, I agree. We want and need our kids to be healthy. Yeah, nobody has a right to inflict trauma on Black children, and we should just accept it. It should be okay. We should make excuses for it. Yeah, absolutely not. That's a valid question too. Now, valid question. Right. I mean, I have friends and relatives who are attorneys, and none of them feel like you feel about this. Like, I have several cousins who are attorneys, actually, on mama and daddy's side, and nobody feels that way. You were the first person I heard feel that way, so I can't blame it on you being an attorney. I think that's just your viewpoint. Maybe you don't see Black folks the same way we do. It might be a reason for that. I don't know. You got to do some soul searching on that one. I can't tell you. LJ forever say, right, don't minimize the mental pain and anguish of Black girls or women. LJ, you better say that loud. Stand on the roof and say it. Bad food is nothing compared to the mistreatment of children. Exactly. Child, Phyllis is letting us know she don't care what happened to those Black children. No, that it's not as bad, and we should just be all right with whatever these clear people decide to do to our children, and we should continue to give them our money while we at it. Kids say just because you're an attorney, the protection and mental health of your children and other children should come first. Yeah. Like I said, I have attorneys in the family. Some work in business law, some work in criminal law. One works in corporate law, but I ain't never heard nobody say nothing like that. So I don't think it's her profession that's the issue. Lala says we do not. I guess you said we don't cap for clearness or clear adjacent behavior that is wrong over here. Don't. Yeah, nothing at all. Not even close. Deandra say, I'm sorry, this was wrong, and they should have to pay. They should. I hope they drag them over the coals. And you know what? In this day and age, anything's possible. I hope that those little girls get their college paid for. I hope they get their masters, their bachelors, their masters, and their doctorate paid for by Sesame Street. I hope they drag them until ain't no skin left on them. See, I have several friends who are attorneys, including a close cousin, and they upset with this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, absolutely not. Right, racism is terrorism. Facts. Talanet say, oh, just notice, sorry, it's half cut off at the bottom of your screen. Okay, my bad. You see it now? Girl, my eyes be funny too sometimes. Mine mess up too. Don't feel bad. Say this whole thing is disgusting. I'm so glad this has come to the light. I do. I'm glad too. But what benefit do you work toward? Because clearly you're not working toward the protection of their mental health and the protection of them from the effects of the terrorism that is racism. So you're definitely not working for that, because you told us that wasn't as bad. So not to say that you couldn't work toward other efforts. So if you want to share that, that'd be great. But that's not a part of the conversation right now. But not even sure why that was mentioned. You know, it's okay. Like I said, you have a right to your opinion. King Sankar says, what does being an attorney have to do with anything? Nothing. Win or no win, I strongly believe this was Sesame Street's time to be exposed. Yeah, they needed to be exposed. They did. Say, I'm going to say it because it needs to be said, especially Black children need to be protected, because far too often they're not. Yes, usually Black children are not seen as children. And that's the attitude that we see with people. Exactly, leader. Hashtag boycott Sesame Street. Let's normalize that. Let's normalize not supporting people who hate our children. Let's normalize that. Vanessa says it is terrorism. That's why I call them terrorists and stop calling them slave masters. Yeah, or human traffickers, sadists, all kind of stuff. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I said. You see things different. I'm not going to attack you for your viewpoint. Please understand ours. Boycott Sesame Street and Sesame Place. There you go. That's right. Disagree to disagree. Because clearly we see your viewpoint, sis. And while some people may be offended by it, I'm not. And I will tell you this, understand that no matter what your viewpoint is, it will never change the viewpoint of anyone else who really is for the protection of Black children. Like none of us are ever going to change our mind and say, you know what, Phyllis got a point. Maybe we don't need to protect our kids. So it's cool. If that's your opinion, it's cool. No problem. Kids say, let me make sure my nieces and nephews aren't around people who will not protect them when situations like this happen. Apologists who don't see anything wrong with this are dangerous. That's a viewpoint. I feel you. Lala says exactly. Racism is an act of terror. We're not going to paint it with any other brush. Right. And I like the fact that they're trying to get these girls therapy for this experience. I mean, it's cool that they created it for Black children, but it doesn't change the fact that while it may have been created for Black children, was it really created to help them or to exploit them? Did they start off with the right intention and it turned wicked once it became large and corporate? And, you know, it seems at this point more geared toward clear children to me. The origin of something doesn't quite matter. It's where you end up. That's the problem. Leslie says if someone is blind, you can't make them see the obvious. You can't. And one nurse, Courtney, I absolutely agree. I would hope not. I would hope not. And I would hope anybody who's looking for an attorney in a case like that wouldn't go that route. I'm sure she'd be great for another type of case if you needed help. But, you know, and it's cool. Like, it's good to see where people coming from so you know how to move with them. You know what I'm saying? She might be your ally on something else, just not when it comes to the protection of Black children from racism. That's all. Skin say cards, they have to protect my and other Black children. Good point. Good point. But Lala said, I said it again before. I'm gonna say it again. Chucky Doll was once a good guy. That's true. That's very true. So dig this. Next up, which I thought this was ooh child. This one it wasn't funny. But it was interesting. I'm going to tell you why. We talking about Marlo getting jacked. Child, the people done busted up in Marlo's house. They went in our good sister's house. They did. That's what they did. And they went to rob her. And she was, you know, being dramatic like Marlo is. And she said that the children went to hollering. Say that the children went to hollering. And screaming. And she knew the kids were scared. And all that good stuff, and that they went in the panic room. Which shout out to her for having a panic room. I wish I had one. That's why I gotta have pistols, because I ain't got no. Right, yeah, absolutely. Shout out to her for standing in her truth. Vanessa says just like most things pure, at some point is subject to be contaminated. Very true. So we need not give these people our money for anything, for nothing. I love it. End quote. Don't repeat line. Yeah, I feel you. Maybe you just don't feel like racism is a big deal. Like everybody got a viewpoint, man. I ain't knocking you for it. It is what it is. You know what? I want a safe room. It looks so cool. Because she said she was inside the safe. Yeah, she got the boys back. The lady only said she needed a break, Vanessa. Everybody was ready to crucify this lady like she said she was going to throw them in a volcano as virgin sacrifices. She said she needed a break. Meanwhile, had she kept them and been verbally abusing them and jumping on them and stuff, we'd have said, why didn't she get them away from her if she was that stressed out? Didn't the lady get them away from her? Why she need a break? Because she's not a mother. That would be why. And all of us who have been mamas, if we want to keep it real, we know that these children can be terrorists, okay? I've told y'all 100 times, I believe children run a terrorist organization that could rival ISIS and Al-Qaeda and the U.S. government. They bad to the bone. I don't play with the children terrorists. They terrible. They spend up your money, tear your house up, eat up your food. Stuff come up missing. Don't nobody know where it went. They don't nobody know who did it. They can't tell you nothing. So I understand needing a break. It happens. Yeah, I understand. I can't say I just like her. I like her sometimes. But I understand taking a break. Anybody, if you even if it's your kids, if they running you up the wall, take a break. She said it was a panic room, girl. I don't know. She watched them from a monitor. So usually people have monitors at their house somewhere. Thank you. They be abusing the children. You right, Linda. Yeah, we all need a break from them jokers. You better run and don't look back. That's what I'm talking about. That's right, I'm a mama. It was plenty of times I was thinking about running and changing my name. Shanika C said they'll have you hiding in your own house. Girl, how many of y'all are hid in the bathroom where you could eat something or hide in your car to eat? Because if you come out the door and eat it, they all coming to take it. I'm trying to tell you. Girl, your child and everybody else's too, Linda. We all running from these kids. And we love them. It don't mean we love them no less. It just mean they terrible. Candy R say, yep, there's a difference of nerve level for folks who don't have kids. I'm a witness. I'm that auntie. Right. Aunties don't have the same level of patience as mama. They just don't. Yeah, oh yes. Lala, you raising a teenager? Bless your heart. You ain't even had your own yet. And you got a whole teenager on your neck. God gonna bless you. Listen, it ain't no game. It ain't no game with them children. None. So I did that with my kids. It was called go to your daddy's house. Yeah, but some of us was married to the daddy. Wasn't nowhere to go. Where was we gonna go? The daddy wanting to escape. You want to escape. Both of y'all making a run for the door. You tripping him, hoping he busts his chin so you can get out first. What you supposed to do? Quiet Storm said, I done sat in my closet to scarf down a slice of pizza. Girl, it's real, ain't it? See, don't nobody want to give mamas no props. Everybody want to treat us like, like this job is easy. This job ain't easy. And you go ask somebody who ain't never gave birth to nothing, not even a bad case of gas, to keep some churn is giving them hell. You know they gonna need a break now. Say when my cousin and his family moved in, I would eat in the garage. Girl, you ain't wrong. Your husband be hiding too? Do y'all hide in different spots and try to like dry snitch on the other one? I've done that. Dina say I'm an auntie in a house with my sister, a special needs kid, and an 18-year-old after living alone for 20 years. Girl, I know you got to hide and eat and do a lot of stuff. Vanessa said, I know I was married to him first, then after the divorce, I could get a real break. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, girl. Lala say exactly. Can't have nothing to yourself, especially your time and your food. You can't even go to the bathroom on your own. You'll be sitting on the toilet, and them Negroes will be knocking on the door trying to bust in there on you. Mama always dropped us off to granddaddy all the time. Oh, when my daddy was alive, I love to take my children to my daddy's house. Please go over there with your grandmama now. Oh Lord, 12 going on 16 with his little fine self. Ty say, oh, I hid food in my purse and ran to my room. I'm through. See, y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? Next time y'all hear somebody crying this lady because she need a break from the terrorists that we call children, tell them to hush. Tell them to hush. Because when she said she needed a break, y'all, I had instant sympathy. Instant sympathy, whether I like her or not that day. Because with Marlo, it be day by day for me. But I understood instantly. Girl, your niece busted in the bathroom saying what you're doing. They'll do that. They'll do that. Sure will. Can't stand to see you have a minute to yourself. I dare you to soak in the tub. And I mean dare you. You ain't gonna have nothing resembling peace fooling with them jokers. But people will be around here trying to make you feel like you're doing something wrong by wanting some peace. That's all I'm saying. But let's see what Marlo had to say, y'all. Let me share the screen. Let's see what Marlo had to say for herself about this home invasion, because that's what this sounds like to me. And she knew what to do, because we are both from seeing that both of us are from the home invasion capital of the world. She knew what to do. Hold on, what you say? You say, but if she would have beat his butt back that hole, they'd have still been mad. Oh, they'd have had a fit if she'd have whooped his tail. They'd have died. They'd have talked about her. Oh, she wrong. She ain't this. She ain't that. And I'm knowing me, I probably would have beat that little joker and just kept him there. But here we go. Let's see what she say, y'all.
Investigation and high-profile victims. One of them, Marlo Hampton of Real Housewives of Atlanta fame, who told me she watched on her security system as armed, masked men kicked her door down, making a loud boom.
I heard the boom when I heard my nephew scream, and I knew that scream was a scream of fear. My heart dropped.
Real Housewives of Atlanta star Marlo Hampton says she's a real crime victim after the attempted burglary of her Sandy Springs home July 1st. The police have now told her is tied to other incidents. She said she went to a panic room, called 911. The suspect who kicked her door and fled, possibly because she yelled. Sandy Springs police were there quickly, and she thanks God.
Thank God that we're covered in the blood of Jesus, and I'm here to share this story with you. But my main concern is I want all the ladies. I want everyone to be aware. If you are posting items, if you do have luxury items, be careful.
A Sandy Springs police sergeant says police took down 4 alleged members of the gang Sunday morning.
Child, they got them, y'all. They done got them. But listen, now y'all know I got to clown Marlo a little bit. I got to. She said we was covered by the blood of Jesus. I'm not mad at her for saying she covered by the blood, but it sounds funny coming from Marlo. This the same lady on national TV telling people they got bad coochie. Now, she said they was covered in the blood of Jesus. Well, maybe so. It might be somebody really setting up some hot timber for her. Child, it wasn't no scene when we talking about the police that already apprehended the people. They really broke in her house. They really broke in her house. Child, listen, that's when you scared. You can always tell people that be full of crap and they've been doing terrible stuff and acting up. The minute they get scared, they want to run to Jesus. Oh, the blood of Jesus, I was covered in. I say, Marlo. That's when I knew she was scared. Right there. Courtney, did you hear her? We was covered in the blood of Jesus. Oh, no, that Negro was scared. She was scared, y'all. And then the other thing that got me, she talking about all y'all posting stuff. You got luxury items. Marlo, you be posting and flogging and flying. That's why them people came in your house. Now, I wonder if she was saying that because she was having a wake-up call at that moment. Like, maybe I don't need to be posting my stuff. Maybe I need not to flog so much. Meanwhile, while you sitting up there in the Louis print pajamas talking on the camera, I'm like, Lord, Marlo. And she out there in Sandy Springs where it's supposed to be pretty cool, and it wasn't pretty cool. Them boys came up and through there and got caught by the people. Yeah, telling that quick to plead the blood. All of a sudden, now you pleading the blood. Ain't this nothing? And that was my first indication that this heifer was scared. Oh, you was scared, girl. You was scared. I bet you wasn't talking about nobody coochie right then, was you? You wasn't talking about that right then. No. At that moment, you wanted to talk about the blood. And y'all see how that flipped? Did y'all see how quick that flipped? Don't be Marlo. Don't be Marlo. Now, it's good to go to him, but don't you be the one who gets to that point. Kia Coco Pop, thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate that. Oh, I just seen it. Appreciate you. But baby, listen. Don't be like Marlo. Don't be out there talking filth and stuff and wait till you get scared to be hollering about the blood. Don't do that. Just, call on the blood all the time. And you don't have to wait till the last minute. And then now, by the time she talking about the blood of Jesus, it sounds awkward coming out of her mouth. When the last time Marlo played for the blood? Have mercy. LJ Forever said Atlanta is becoming treacherous. Rappers running gangs and murder rings. Marlo better protect her Lee Archive stuff. I know that's right. So they run up on the Lee Archive. She better watch out because some of that stuff that girl got cost money. All right, they're going to run up in the Lee Archive. That's right, LJ Forever, Lee Archive. Candy R say, LOL, yep, she know who to call, sis, you killing me. Marlo killed me. I just had to survive Marlo. Yep, that last minute helped me, Jesus. That's what that was. You can always tell when a Negro's scared. All of a sudden, they remember Jesus on them. Yes, the blood that gives me strength from day to day. Linda Ford, thank you so much for the super sticker, boo. I appreciate it. I'm just glad you back, girl. Lala say maybe she got the Jesus insurance package. I mean, we all got a little Calvary insurance, but we don't wait till the last minute to call the customer service number. That's all I'm saying. She wait till she on the run, wig in hand, to the safe room. Then all of a sudden, she remember Jesus' phone number at the last minute. I thought, child, who told you Marlo was a booster? That lady ain't no booster. You can't boost the kind of stuff that girl got. She got stuff that if you, some of them stores won't even let our pull behinds in. You got to be buzzed in some of them places. Yeah, the Lee Archive. Because that's what she got, the Lee Archive. And listen, God's anointed daughter, ain't nothing wrong with a little Calvary insurance now. Kids say, Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Yes. She say, look, right now, I need Jesus to be a safe room. Yes, Tom G, the Lee Archive. Always on time. Man, King Sankara, don't you start. Can y'all imagine Marlo up in there talking about a robo shantana? Man, look, I would have died. Graveyard dead if I could have just seen Marlo clutching her wig in one hand and grabbing them children with the other and running, trying to speak in tongues. I wouldn't have made it. Never would have made it. Okay. Yep, like a good neighbor. I'm telling you, the friend is closer than a brother. The best. Listen here, Calvary got the best policies ever. That's right. You know in person, girl, me too. Me too. He the baddest insurance agent in the land. People seem to forget Marlo dated Ted Turner. And they forget that she dated a billionaire. We don't know that was Ted Turner. Y'all keep trying to put Ted Turner in trouble. We don't know whether Ted Turner, whether it was one of his friends. People went to guessing it was him because she wouldn't tell who it was. Girl, Nisi, could you imagine? Okay, Nisi, picture it. Marlo flat turned into Sister Equitos running to the safe room. Can you imagine that? I would have died. Oh my God. Lala say, maybe Marlo is another name for Mary Magdalene. I believe at that moment it was. Kia say, well, Lady Saul turned the gospel and a preacher after singing, I got your man and you can't do anything about it. So Marlo could turn. Y'all think this is going to be Marlo turning point? You think she going to have an album to come out with Dottie Peoples and Juanita Bynum? Yeah, she said it was not Ted Turner. Everybody else, because you know what it is. Marlo do what she do, but that help her keep her business to herself. Everybody else assume and whatever, but she try to keep it. She keep it to herself. Hey, Modern Beauty. Nisa, wouldn't that be crazy? Now, that'll be a mean skit. If we see Marlo straight turn from Marlo to Sister Equitos and got that tall turban on her head running, sipping on some Blessed Store. Quiet Storm 87 said, I wouldn't be surprised if her billionaire was Big Papa. I wouldn't be surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't never find out who it was. Because that heifer can keep her business to herself like no other, because it's been all these years and don't nobody know. Linda said, I do watch. I just have to comment to know I'm catching up. I'm catch-up gang. Oh, okay. You be catching up later. I'm just glad we got you back in alive, girl. It's been a long time. Yeah, her and Dottie Peoples can do a collabo album. Yes. That's right. Jesus be a safe room. Can't you hit a remix for Jesus be a fence, Jesus be a safe room? I can see it. Yeah, she discreet with her mess. You might feel like you know her business, but you'll never know. Listen, you could picture her playing Mahalia Jackson as loud as she could when the robbers came in the upper room. Yes, clutching her Bible. Yes, I reject it. Marlo's in that safe room like, you robbing me, I reject it. No, Marlo is not finna spill her tea at all. at all. Lord, I could just see her. Nisi, I'm telling you. Nisi know who Sister Equitos is. I could just see Marlo turning to Sister Equitos. I could just see it. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's just ridiculous. That's all I can say. It is freaking ridiculous how people all of a sudden remember God when they get scared enough. Somebody got to scare you to death before you mention God. That's crazy. That's crazy. But all right, Marlo, we hear you, girl. Hopefully she had an epiphany that she need not to be posting her luxury stuff and sporting all the time and clowning about what she got. And don't nobody need to know. And the stuff for the Lee archive, I hope she's storing it somewhere safe and under security. Because them folks in Atlanta is not playing. All right? Plies had a song a few years ago talking about people putting it on your head. You know, it's getting dead serious out here. Yeah, clutching her Bible and running. Can't you just see her? Say singing Yolanda Adams, rocking them boys. You know it. She might listen. She might have went all the way back to, you know, singing some Tremaine Hawkins. She might have been back to the rough side of the mountain. You say that's all you can picture now? Marlo in that Sister Equito suit with that turban on? I could see it. I could see it. I reject it. But shout out to Marlo. I'm glad she survived. I'm glad them children all right. Shout out to Cavalry Insurance. If you ain't got Cavalry Insurance, get in touch with your nearest Cavalry Insurance insurance agent so you can get yourself a policy. Okay, Cavalry, the only people you ain't got to pay no premium on but one time. Okay, that's a nice commercial there for Cavalry Insurance. Next up, y'all, Netflix tripping. They say they getting ready to charge $1.17 if they catch you giving somebody your login for the Netflix. Okay? They catch you giving a login for the Netflix. Yeah, I'm glad they caught the perpetrator for real, for real. But they say $1.17, say you're going to get a warning because they're going to be checking the IP addresses. And I'm like, how the hell does that work? Because talking about they're going to create households. Some of us signed up. It's $2.20. It's $2.29 or something for different regions. But they saying it's gonna be $1.17. You're gonna get the message if they use the Netflix login at a different IP address repeatedly for over a week. Yep, the rough side of the mountain. That's the side she coming up. I'm coming up, Lord. Yep, Marlo coming up. But they said that's what they're going to do. My problem with that is some of us paid for your service knowing we had children that was away at school and away from home. So you want us to give you extra money for something that we paid for legitimately? And then they say if they send you the message and you don't give them the $1.17, that they're going to block the person from using it. True. Amazon Prime be winning, but if we're going to keep it real, Netflix have a whole lot of stuff. Netflix be having a whole lot of stuff that Amazon Prime don't be having. Stuff like Squid Game, we had to go to Netflix to see it because they was the only one that had it. Unless you was going to watch it bootleg, which some of us ain't above doing. They say they going to do use the IP address. But I wonder how that works if you got a VPN. All right, Pettyflix. But they doing that because their money has dropped. Their money has dropped. They made a lot of money during the pandemic, number one, and they no longer getting it. Number two, a lot of people quit watching them, falling behind Monique and other people that was complaining. Okay. They done already started laying people off. They started laying people. Can you believe I got subscribers only? And one of these weirdos literally subscribed to my channel and waited 5 minutes just so they could put some troll stuff in my chat. That is so pitiful. That is so pitiful. But I want to, like I said, like I was saying, they started laying people off, and you know, people were complaining that the people who got laid off were the people in these brand new diversity positions, brand new Asian and Pacific Islander positions that they created just for Asian and Pacific Islander content and LGBT, this, that, and the other content people or whatever. But they didn't take into account that those were some of the last people who were hired. So it's like, I don't blame them for that, because if you're not making that same money, you might not be able to afford to keep paying that many people. That's number one. Number two is they're not making the same money because they lost that money from Russia, because they followed behind y'all uncle, Hellman Hell, Bicycle Boy, and canceled them people's accounts and then had to turn around and pay them people their money back. That was a problem. Then you had to look at the fact that a lot of people went back to work, so they didn't have time to stay home and watch TV. So a lot of them canceled the accounts. So now they trying to recoup their money. You say you set your VPN to other countries to get different shows. So how is that going to work? Very petty. Right. That's what I'm saying. That VPN ain't no joke. So I'm a mod for a couple channels, and this madness happens with trolls. That's crazy. Like, why on earth would you sign up? Because I got it on subscribers only. So, like, literally, it's like a time limit. Not long. It's just enough so that usually trolls ain't going to wait to be a member just so they can say something. That was nuts. So that's why I was like, you literally subscribed just so you could talk and waited the time limit so you could talk. Lala says, since Momo the mammy wanted us to boycott Netflix, I'm going to start by not watching her. Oh, definitely not watching her. Yes, they are. Dora, thank you so much for the cash app. For the super chat. She said, I have to clock in at work. Thank you for looking out for us. Love you, girl. I love you right back. Thank you for being here, Dora. But yeah, I think the killer part to me is a lot of us only signed up because our children could take advantage. I remember I actually upgraded because all the kids and Papa and me, everybody was on at the same time, and it was like limiting the number of people on your account that could be on at the same time. Everybody's all over the place because we're actually busy. We have real lives. We're real people. We don't all sit in one spot and do nothing. So I literally upgraded so everybody could be online at the same time if they want to be. And then this is what y'all do. Yeah, child. That's why I said y'all can't go up for these celebrities, because she right back smiling, grinning, and mammying, talking about I'm right back on Netflix. You sure right, girl. But let me tell y'all what else done happened. Child, did y'all see where the victims from the Tyler Net? Thank you so much for the cash out. You so sweet. Thank you, darling. I just saw that. Bless your heart. May the Lord replenish your pockets, and may you never lack in Jesus' name. And I mean that. That was extremely sweet. Bless you. But hey, E. Davis. But let me tell you about the victims over there at the Uvalde. I still believe the government had a hand in that, and I ain't gonna never not believe that they have a hand in it. Okay? They actually, the parents of the children that lost their lives, confronted the shooter's mama, y'all. They was following the lady, cussing her. I would play it, but I can't. They did a lot of cussing. Cussed her out. Followed her and cussed her out. Followed the lady, cussed her out, told her, you knew your son was mental. You should have got him some help. And told her that they was pissed off. Remember when she had made that statement about you can't judge her son or whatever and all that. So they was asking her about that. Like, them people was acting like they was finna beat her tail. And she was up there about to call the police, which in a way I guess I can understand, because she felt like, hey, I'm in danger, but they felt like, how dare you call the police, and look what your son did. So this ought to be interesting. They did that. Yeah, Lala, I don't know that I blame them, but I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, she didn't do it. The child did it. Mm-hmm. Quiet Storm say just like they bankrupted the parents of the boys, they did that at Columbine. I mean, yeah, at a certain point, parents, you're gonna end up being responsible for your children. I think we all do our best with I won't say all, because some people don't do their best with their children. But most of us do our best with our children, and sometimes they do things to disappoint you, or they can go completely sideways. Lord, you not in your Tupac voice. All her messages got deleted. Who deleted Tyler Net? Wait just a minute. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Why would that happen? I don't like that. I know nobody bet not a block Tyler Net. Hold on, now that's our baby sister. That ain't finna go down. Mm-mm. Oh, Spiller unblock her. So I think Spiller did it by accident. Hold on, Tyler Net. Don't go nowhere. Hey, Jacob. Thank you for saying something, leader. Let me get in here, y'all. Give me 1 second. I had to do that for High Key Mikey one day, too. That accidentally happened, and I don't know how. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. God darn it. I need the other computer. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Jacob, what would you like to ask me? It depends on what you want to ask me. You talk about, can you ask me something? Depending on what it is. As long as it ain't nothing bad, help yourself. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll get that straight. Ty, don't go nowhere, baby. Give me 1 second. Here we go. All right, Tyler Net, if you listening, sis, you safe. You in. I don't know what an inflatable is, but be careful here. My mom's accidentally blocking people we love. So you might, just be careful and you'll be all right. I don't know what an inflatable is, though. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Inflatables are bouncy houses. Okay. Right. It sounded suspect, but bro told us what it was. So what about bouncy houses? Is there something happening? Are children being injured? LJ say, I can see both sides of the anger. If my child's life was taken, I'm going to be mad at the mama for not. Oh, Lord have mercy. Woo. I understand, LJ. You. Oh, child. Okay. Okay. Got it. Yep. You visible. I got you. I had just tried to send you a message so you would know you was visible. Yeah, it was an accident. You know, accidents happen. You know how it is with them ranches. But we got you back straight, baby. I'm glad you was in the kitchen. I was like, Lord, I don't want Ty to think we done just fell out of love with you. It ain't happened like that. Yeah, I was confused too. I was like, what is going on? Yeah, I definitely understand why they upset, but I also feel like, I don't know. I feel like that mama was tripping talking about you can't judge her son. People gonna judge your son. He committed murder, baby. I understand you lost your child and you hurt over it, but you can't tell them other parents don't feel no way about your child who killed a child. Come on now. Yeah, we got you. Here you go. Your sister Lita was watching. She said, what happened to Ty? Her messages went. We got you back. We got you back. I think Spiller was trying to get the troll and ended up popping you. Because I had already hit the troll. So I think that's what happened. We was trying to get the bad people out. But yeah, I thought that was extremely interesting. I don't really like now one of them. I don't have nothing to do with that. My children never asked me for that. So I don't really have no opinion either way. I don't have no opinion about that, actually. And then Tiffany Haddish is out here clowning on her fans. Tiffany Haddish clowned on her fans. So one of her fans was out here following her, screaming, Tiffany, Tiffany. This fool turns around and starts screaming, oh my God, Adrian is Adrian. Like she acted a fool. Now, to me, Tiffany Haddish ain't funny worth a darn on the screen, you know, or even doing stand-up. But sometimes the way she responds in real life is absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Oh my gosh. So I enjoyed her. I enjoyed that. Is there anything else that is safe to talk about? You know, some topics ain't safe. Oh, I gotta tell y'all this. I don't care if it's safe or not. I think so, Quiet Storm, but that's why I told him be careful. My mods don't play. They'll get you so quick. I won't even know they got you. Let me tell y'all this one. Why is Elon Musk daddy out here 76 years old and you know he got worms? Talking about he considering donating his sperm to some high-class women. Ah! Oh my God. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. 76 years old. You already made 2 children with your stepdaughter that you raised from 4 years old. Now this old man say he ready to, he considering, he ready, y'all. He ready to donate some sperm. Ugh, have mercy. That his sperm is highly sought after by some women in Colombia. Ugh. Girl, who wants sperm with worms in it, Jesus? He claimed that a company in South America asked him for several sperm donations. And I got a company, he said, I got a company that want me to donate them to impregnate some high-class women. The company reportedly want his seed because it created the richest man on earth, they say. Why go to Elon when you can go to the actual person who created Elon? Errol explains. God dang. Y'all better lock this. Somebody lock Granddaddy up. Somebody lock up Granddaddy Musk. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, girl. He say they don't even go into Elon. Come here. This is where Elon came from. Nobody want them dead fish. Yuck. Oh, I mean, can you see the worms in the sample? Nisi, not you, trying to sister Equitos. You reject it and rebuke it. Yes, you better take a sip of your blessed oil, girl. This is real. Tom G, he just had a baby with his stepdaughter, the second baby. This the second baby he done had with his stepdaughter, just had. I just want to know, if you look under the microscope, can you see the worms in the sample? Say, oh no, just thinking about it, I'm itching. Fix it, Jesus. Girl, how about I started itching too? Who want to be infested with worms, God? Mm-mm. You say, hey, Mr. Hill, girl, where you been? We miss you. You say Netflix mad because Monique won a judgment against them. They got a settlement and she right back on Netflix too. I'm back on Netflix, is what she said. G say he got that good quality. Ooh, oh my God. That's that stuff that'll survive a nuclear blast. Ain't no telling what's wrong, all wrong with that. LEL say I'm repulsed. Who want that expired mayonnaise out that? Oh, y'all about to make my stomach hurt now. Don't take me too far. I got sick a little bit. Mine ain't really get sick. My stomach kind of just pinched and squeezed and turned a little bit. That's, you say the semen would need an exorcism. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was not ready. Who need that generational curse to breed inside them? Yuck. Right. Two churn with the stepdaughter. Yes. Lord Tom is sending up the distress beacon. Not spoiled salmon. Lord, he is the expired mayonnaise. That's true. Phyllis said the real question is who wants children that look like. Now that's the real question. Girl, if you don't tell the truth and shame the devil, who the hell want a baby look like Elon? Sir, Errol, your son ain't no prize. Look at your son. Errol, have you looked at your son? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Girl, it ain't gonna interrupt my stomach. I'm still working on this grapefruit right now. Yeah, he think he's somebody special. He said, I'll give y'all a little teaspoonful. Wasn't that song by Howlin' Wolf, a spoonful? I used to think I was a spoonful. Honey, Aaron must say he the spoonful, baby. That's what he say. Hey, Nene Ashley, she said, I bet it stank like hot garbage. I'm so dead. I'm so dead and about to be buried. Ooh. Hey, Lita, I'm just reporting what happened now. I got to report what took place. You heading to Mars, Linda? Don't go yet. LJ Forever said, I guess he figured because they like the tequila with a worm at the bottom, he figured they won't mind wormy spunk on the side of the border. Oh my God. Is that the same though as having the worm in the tequila? Is that the same? Do them worms classify as the same kind of worms they have in a tequila bottle, LJ? Now, I don't even know what to do with you behind this. Lord have mercy. You say, please search the picture of Elon on the boat. That man looked like a boiled chicken. Girl, or raw chicken. Yeah, that teaspoon. That spoonful. Lord, King said, Carr said a spoonful of sugar helped the medicine go down. I don't know if it's enough sugar in all of the plantations on earth to help that go down. It's too much a visual person for this. My eyes. Oh, you need them bleach eye drops again. Lord, he is the definition of clear, Shanitra says. Casper the Ghost. Tom G, I told y'all that's why I call them clear, because you can literally see through their skin. I know other people, started copying me with that, but tell them that's why I said it so they'll understand why they're saying what they're saying. I know it sounds funny, but I was being sincere when I called them people clear. If I can see your veins, your blood, whether you got oxygen in your blood, I can see everything but what you ate for dinner. And that's only because you got layers of meat and fat in between. Your skin is clear. And you ain't going to convince me it's white. I know what white look like, and that ain't it. You clear. Not cryptids. So now they some kin to Bigfoot and El Chupacabra and the dog man. Linda, you clowning. LEL say Ashley Darby done showed us what happens when you accept expired goods. You right. Oh, you talking about that lady churn. I ain't say nothing. Say I'll pass, and so should every woman within a 20 feet radius of that man. He said them people reached out to him to ask for that. They say they wanted the worm. Yeah, that was more like raw chicken. Very unsightly. Y'all killing me. I knew y'all was gonna get a kick out of that one, baby. Eric say he got it. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And get this. They asked him if he would give it away for free. He said, yeah, why not? Yes, clear does protect you from using Florida vernacular, because you know what we call them. You know what we call them. Yeah, we don't want it. We don't accept it. We don't want it. Lala says, so I guess he want those women to sign up for the Benjamin Button package as it pertains to their pitness. Let me tell you something. He said he'll give it away for free. He'll give it to you. He got 7 children, just 3 less than his son. Lord have mercy. And his youngest children is age 3 and 5. 3 and 5. I don't know why they don't want to mention about the last one with the stepdaughter. He said the only thing we on earth to do is reproduce. That's what he said. So he said y'all could get that good for the free. Yeah, he get it to you free. If you go stop by the house right now, he'll top you off. Oh, I want to die right now. Say he better drop that donation on another planet. That man say he would give it up for free, and that we only on this planet to reproduce, and y'all can stop by and get topped off. He gonna top you off. And don't say he ain't offer you nothing. Now that's what he said. Don't tell nobody he ain't offer you nothing. I want to make sure y'all know. Mm-hmm. Oh yes. Oh yes. I thought that was a good place to take you. I'm gonna leave that right there. Let y'all carry that with you the rest of the day. Mm-mm. Let me see what else y'all crazy tail talking about. Not sardines. Hold on. Say what lady would do it if he pays you $10 million? $10 million? That ain't enough to get your pocketbook reupholstered. No. No, God. Have mercy. You may as well dump mud in your cat if that's what you're gonna do. Linda say, look like we gonna build something together. Yeah, y'all gonna mess with Elon daddy. He gonna build something with you. Ty, you say, thank God you working from home today, because girl, if you wasn't, you was gonna end up hollering today. Elon daddy nasty. He nasty. LEL say, I wonder if he gonna inject you or give you the box like the Avon lady. Child, you might have to go by that old man's house. And he might say, just bend over and wait over there. We'll go to that table there and bend over and wait. I'll be there in a minute. Nasty. A dirty old man. Oh my gosh. Something about this that is so traumatizing. Right. So nasty. So rude. Yeah, them said they probably did. They're probably like them things in Alien. You know how the alien had a mouth inside the mouth? Them worms probably they're probably alien worms. They don't tell them where them worms from. They rich people. They probably imported. Elon, a snake. His offspring gonna be Mars' new generation. Linda, you going by there? You going by Daddy Musk's house? Yes, you gonna have to get your stuff reupholstered. You let that old man drop that toxic waste in there. Ooh. You say 10 billion and we might have a 1-minute conversation, Mike. No, you ain't finna have me trying to reupholster my stuff. I'm good. Maybe the Lord don't want me to have no money like that. That's how I'm gonna take that. If that's the only way I'm gonna get it, then the Lord done decided I'm gonna be a poor righteous teacher. Your co-worker came and asked if you was okay. Oh. You listen, Marlo might do it. Now, you know Marlo be down. She be down for the cause. I don't know if she'll have no baby, but you know, he might could talk that over with Marlo. Marlo might work it out for him because he ain't got no black children or no partially black children. So he might want one since he say the only thing we here to do is reproduce. Marlo might need to go holler at him. You know, she got a strong constitution. She could deal with them people, and it don't freak her out. It don't freak Marlo out. She might be able to get a little business deal in there. Lala I just turned my plate away. I'm having noodles and you can't eat it now. You traumatized. Oh Lord. The noodles ain't the worms. Say this give a whole new meaning to Mr. Nasty Type. Yuck. It's gross. Ain't enough, right, Marilyn? Ain't enough money in the world. Oh my God. King St. Carl say he don't have any that we know of. Right, but that's why I'm saying he might be in the market. I don't think he got nothing he know of. I think that's why he got excited when them chicks from the south of the border asked for a little donation. Because he was like, ooh, I get to have some churn with some melanin. Y'all could get it for free. Come get it. Let me find out some of y'all done stop by Daddy Musk house. Yeah, Ashley Darby can go and stop by Daddy Musk house. You can't even spell it right. I'm through. Yeah, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Couldn't be me either. I don't want no money that bad. Let me tell you something. If I got to go back to the peanut fields, let me go. If I got to go back to the pea fields, the tomato field, the okra patch, hell, if I got to cut cucumbers, let me go. Let me go. If I got to go to the well with a bucket and get my own water, let me go. If the only other option is stopping by Daddy Musk's house, let me go. No, let me loose like people do when people holding them back from fighting. Let me loose. Let me go. Let me go. Okay? Yeah, I catch my own fish and shoot what I want to eat. I ain't got time for this. I'm not the one did it though, sis. See, I get a bad rap, and Elon Daddy is the one responsible for all of this. I didn't do it. Not this time. I know I'd be guilty of a lot of stuff, but not this one. Ain't enough blue pills and Geritol in the world. Never. Your pocket would refuse to open on default. Girl, that's when your pocketbook just ball up in a fist. Child, another one of them trolls literally waited 5 minutes to try to spam my chat. That's so sad. I bet you they'll go by Daddy Musk's house. Orlando Brown know a bomb place for Elon Daddy to stow his seat. I hollered. I'm sorry. I did not mean to holler. LEL, you crazy. That's why I be excited when you in the chat, because I know you finna say something off the wall. Daddy Musk with the musky limp noodle. Oh, God have mercy. Oh, my skin just crawled and itched. Lord have mercy. All money ain't good money at all. At all. Hey, Shamika Davis. Lala said, if I had an option to be with him or be poor, poverty would be my portion. Thank you. Me and the spirit of poverty would be roommates. Me and the spirit of poverty would be roommates. We'll be in there arguing over ramen noodles. I swear we would. Before I do that. Oh, yeah, I can live in the wilderness. I'm good. You can drop me in any bush you like. Just make sure I got a weapon and a fishing pole. I'll do the rest. I'm good. Girl, listen, I was thinking that. I say Mimi posted them popped up by now. Like a magical character. She should have just sprung up. Because I know Mimi would have had me over here about to throw this whole computer across the room. Kids say, I'll sleep in the New York City subway with the rats before laying down with oldie but goodie. Woo. Listen, I ain't got time. I'm telling you, mine will ball up in a fist. A whole fist. Like the Black Power symbol. Ain't no way in the hell. Right, we would be best friends, Poverty and I. That's right, Nisi. I ain't mad at you. Me and Poverty be up in there arguing over who got the remote to the TV. Say, can you just imagine the wrinkles, Lord, and the liver spots And you know, the older they get, the clearer their skin get. You can see everything. Every little bruise and all the petechiae and erythema under the skin. And, oh, God. God today. Mm-mm. No. No. I'd rather rip my own skin off and roll in salt and lemon juice. Ain't no way in the hell. I'm a tough girl, but I ain't gonna never be that tough now. King St. Carl say musky, limp, tired, faded, and decaying. Y'all better leave him alone. Show better. Night of the Living Dead. Mess around and catch one of them zombie plagues down there. Lord, you say yours will detach and run away right before looking back at me, shaking her head. So I just can't believe he had the audacity to put it up for auction. Baby, not auction, free donation. He said he don't need no money for it, baby. You can stop by Daddy Musk's house any day for the free. So I just got a horrifying visual, sis. Why, oh, why my eyes? I'm telling you. Anybody don't work in healthcare, y'all know what I'm telling you is true. Them old clear folks, man, they skin be, ooh, it's real clear then. I mean, crystal clear. Crystal clear. You can see everything. Everything. Ooh. So listen. They say Ricky Martin say he finna testify against his nephew because he say he ain't touched the nephew. And he claiming they wasn't in no relationship. Y'all ain't gonna kill me with laughter today. That's not what y'all finna do. You say the fact that he's offering up that past expired milk should be illegal. Lock him up. It's got to be some kind of EPA violation. Child, if laughter's the best medicine, all y'all should be feeling fabulous today. Oh yeah, the breath be bad. The breath be double talking. I guess I needed it too. Oh, right, Lisa, you had to give it a mental picture. Y'all not gonna kill me with laughter today. King said, Carl say how he died. Oh, on top of me, that's how he gonna die. He said, get him off the streets. See, when I just got a mental picture of my stomach turned. Oh yeah, you go to a nude beach, baby. Them old people be out there bucket naked, wrinkled skin and danglers dragging. Never again. Oh, them old people come on out with it. Child, Ricky say, let's stop by get your daddy. Ricky say that he gonna talk to the judge. It's gonna be virtually from Puerto Rico, and he claimed that his 21-year-old nephew is lying. He say he gonna testify that it wasn't sexual and it didn't go on for 7 months, and he didn't harass or stalk it. What didn't go on for 7 months? You said it wasn't no relationship. Nah, it wasn't a relationship, or y'all didn't go all the way. What is Ricky really saying here, y'all? I got questions that need answers. Hey, DS. You said they want money from him. Another false allegation. Now, I don't know whether it's false or not. I'm not going to say that because we got to hear what's going on with this young man. We can't automatically call that young man a liar, because if he truly was being touched on and lured into an improper relationship with his uncle, then baby, he need to answer for that. We can't automatically call the person who claiming to be a victim a liar. Can't do that. Lala say, Ricky trying to be tricky with the words. We're not playing semantics with you, sir. That's what I'm saying. Because you talking about it didn't go on for 7 months. What the hell is it? Now, you was either in a relationship with this boy or you wasn't. Quiet Storm said, did you hear about the trans inmate? I talked about that a few months back. That was up there in New Jersey, wasn't it? Unless it was a new one, because the one I saw was in New Jersey. And he got the 2 trans inmates pregnant, the 2 female inmates pregnant. But right now, we're talking about Tricky Ricky, because I want to see if he going to end up in jail. Right. He did have a little, you know, this ain't the first time him done been accused. You say guilty as fill in the blank. Okay. So the restraining order was ex parte, meaning that Ricky nor his team couldn't refute the allegations. So if it wasn't nothing going on, how come you couldn't refute the allegations when you was getting the restraining order? What made him get the restraining order? Why would the judge approve the restraining order? Why did he need a restraining order? Ricky, we got too many questions. Rick is denying it, claiming the nephew is mentally ill, not unusual. The Rainbow family have to have for Rainbow family to have a husband and a boyfriend, but incest is beyond crossing the line. Right. Yeah, you don't be touching on that. And not only that, the boy ain't but 21, and he said 7 years. So that means he was underage when you started this. So then it's not just incest. We getting into some, CM. We getting into you bothering children. Now y'all know that's a trigger for me. Don't bother no children. Let me find out. They got to go to court to decide if the restraining order should be extended, because it was granted. Definitely granted. Now, this is my question. Now, if he guilty of the incest, they say he could be facing 50 years in prison. But this is what I don't understand. Why is he fighting the restraining order? Like, you shouldn't care about no restraining order. You know what I'm saying? Like, or am I not understanding? Because unlike other folks, unlike people like Phyllis and some of the folks that I know that are lawyers, I'm not one. So why would he want to fight the restraining order? Why would you care about the restraining order? Like, I don't know. So he would only be guilty of that if there was criminal charges. Right now, ain't even no criminal investigation. It's only civil for right now. So I'm trying to understand, sir, if ain't nothing going on and this person ain't really trying to bam you in the head, why are you fighting the restraining order? Even if they extend it to the Lord come back, why should it matter unless you got intention to go around this boy? Right. He mentally ill due to something you did to him. Something ain't right. Yeah. Something don't go right. Yeah, his blood. That's his nephew. That's his brother's son. Oh yeah, they love to call their accusers crazy. They love to call their victims crazy. Oh, she crazy. She crazy. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Usually. Tricky Ricky been liking them youngsters for a while, child. His behavior coming to light. I thought J-Ho dated him too one time, didn't she? Or am I remembering that wrong? Did she go with him one time? Thank you. You did the math too, right? 7 years, he said. Yeah, but let the facts prove it. That's the point, Linda. Let the facts prove it. Ain't nobody finna no, not over here. We ain't finna say that boy lying till they prove he is. He say the man was touching on him since he was 14. So I want to see the proof. DS say he wants to be around the nephew. That's why he fighting the order. Right. Why else in the hell would you be fighting the order? And why is you saying it didn't go on for 7 years? What the hell is it? I'm confused about it. What is it? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm going to leave it there because the only other thing that was worth mentioning, in my opinion, in my opinion, is the fact that we got two athletes that got a problem with respecting women and boundaries and being violent and aggressive. And I'm starting to notice a trend. You got that boy Darius Anderson from the Houston Texans, and then you got the young man Miles Bridges over there with the Charlotte Hornets. Now Miles done smacked up the fiance in front of their children. I want to know if she's still the fiance after he done slapped the hell out of her. And then Darius Anderson, the one play for the Texans, he done forced his way into the ex-girlfriend house. And she called them people, they charging his behind with burglary. Listen, these young men, if y'all some mamas, train y'all young men not to be having these hissy fits. Y'all are big. You are men. You have masculine strength. You do not need to be attacking women. You are too big. You are a man, Damon. Stop doing that. Just cut it out. They need to listen. We got to get some kind of understanding about it. If the girl upsetting you, leave her alone. And in the case of the of Darius Anderson, she the darn ex-girlfriend. All you had to do was leave her alone. What did you go by the house for? Mm-mm. Yep, and that girl say he was parked in front of her house. She get out of her car. First, she didn't want to get out the car. And then when she did get out the car to go in the house, he gonna jump out of his car. Forced his way in her house, tried to assault her. I can only imagine what that means. I believe I know. First, he said he refused to leave. Then he ran when she locked herself in the bathroom and called 911. And the victim told the police that he had been staying with her despite breaking up with her 2 months ago. Oh, but he ain't have no key. She wouldn't give him no key now. And say he done hit her before, but she didn't tell nobody. Child, this is getting bad. Listen, we got to make sure these boys understand. Keep your masculine energy. Women, have, fits and, like they say, ain't no, ain't hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. You a man, Damon. Don't be acting like no woman scorned, okay? Act like a man. You're right. That's what I said about Ricky. Why would you want to be around him if he say that? Absolutely, if it was too many of them. But yeah, they need to do something with these young men. But y'all listen, I got to get up out of here. My schedule about to be crazy today. And we got a meeting later. I'm going to have to reset it up later and send it to you because I set the wrong time and I realize that now. Okay? So listen, I love y'all. Y'all crazy. We done survived 2 troll attacks and we done laughed our butts off at Daddy Musk with his funky self. Oh, man. This has been a hell of a ride. I love y'all to life. This was amazing. So let's talk about them free buttons. Now we talk about the free buttons, y'all. Not that loud. Let's talk about the free buttons, y'all. I need y'all to hit that like button because it's free, please, and thank you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because it's also free. If your subscribe button is red, please make sure that you hit it and turn that bad boy gray. Subscribe. It's free. And it means a lot to me because it helps me stay in the algorithm so they can be suggesting my channel. We over here bringing the news. We over here exposing the criminals, exposing the politicians, talking about the rich folks from Hollywood and everybody in between. And I don't want you to miss out. And if you subscribe and hit that like button, interact with me in the chat or even on replay, it helps us stay in the algorithm. They be shadow banning you, girl. This because I'm going to keep telling the truth and I ain't going to never shut up. So make sure that y'all interact with me. The third free button is the notification bell. Make sure you click all so every time we jump on this porch. And I'm going to go ahead and repost that text notification number. So if you want text notifications, all you got to do is text that number and I'll add you to the list. I'll post that probably on the community tab. Give me like a few minutes and I'll put it up, okay? But in the meanwhile, I appreciate you guys. Be positive, be productive. Make sure you stay encouraged. Remember to encourage somebody else. Also, if don't nobody else tell you, honey, God loves you, I love you, and ain't nothing in the world you can do about it. Talk to you later. Bye.